Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Simkey, you're back. Yay.
Yeah. I'm real.
There we go. Okay, so Dennis is either not going to be here today or is going to be late because he is spending time with his brother. So, for right now, it's just going to be us unless Blue joins.
Yeah.
It should be fine, I mean. Mario Kart's great with even just a small amount of people. Spront, you are bad. Spront.
Spront.
Spront?
Spront. Bowel just called me Spront. Also, hi Bowel. Hey. Hi Zeno in chat.
RogueSpyke.
And hi Lizard Man.
Hi, Bal, Lizzie.
Yo.
Alright. I'm feeling pumped. So. Alright, got a lobby open.
Also, I'm using the setup with on my PC, so I can actually have my good mic.
Oh, nice. I forgot there are room IDs now. Oh. No, fuck it. If someone wants to join, they can. I'm gonna trust people. I'm gonna make the mistake of trusting people. Lobby's open, though.
Yep.
Wait, it's not showing up as an open lobby on my end when I search through friends. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Gotta say it.
Maybe try
Yeah,
to
it's
refresh.
not there.
What?
There
Wait,
we go. Jesus,
Okay.
that took a while.
I was gonna say it should be because showing the room code shouldn't change that. Oh, also, I absolutely cannot go late tonight because I need to shower after stream because I'm going out with my family tomorrow. And I won't have time to shower in the morning. Not unless I get up super early. And I don't want to.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Alright, so I think it's just us three, so I'm just going to start it here.
I mean, if someone wants to join in the middle of it.
Oh, the room code's open, so they can, if they want to join, they can join. Smelly Lizardman, why?
Mario Kart's a pretty safe game to just have the room code open on because, well, the people can't really say anything.
So Simkey,
Yeah.
your voice is definitely clearer, but now you're too quiet, so I'm turning you up.
Yeah.
That's fine. Alright. Also, they changed the fucking color of the volume bar. What the hell? It's a lighter blue
328.
now.
Oh god, they did. What the hell?
Alright, 150cc, no
Random changes for no
teams.
reason.
Custom items. Hard computer. Do you guys want hard or normal computer?
Hard.
I'm good with whatever.
Hard. Alright. All vehicles.
Hard pewter.
4 races? We usually just do 4 and
Yeah.
then work from there.
Yeah, that's the usual
Alright.
up length.
And okay, do you guys actually want frantic items this time, or do you want custom items with coins turned off? What do you prefer?
think
I haven't done
custom items
frantic in a
work
long
well,
time.
But if you want to do frantic, I'm good.
Let's do
Right.
frantic.
Either one works.
Whatever the equivalent of frantic items was in Mario Kart Wii was what me, Zeno, and our sister played a lot. I got a blue shell in second place, got to first, and thought, huh, what happens if I throw this? It went straight up and straight back down.
Perfect.
So, like, that's what happens if you use a blue shell in first place. And I remember I told one of my friends that I managed to hit myself with a blue shell, and he said to think you were the fastest sperm. Oh, Blue is playing Puyo Puyo Tetris too. I gotta play more of that.
It's a good game.
It is. I used to play puzzle games in the morning. I haven't been doing that as much because I've been playing a lot of F-Zero 99 in the mornings. Well, no, that's not entirely true. I have been playing Bejeweled recently.
Bejeweled gaming.
Yeah, I need to get Bejeweled. Huh?
The game decided to have me drift left even though I was holding right.
Well, I need to get Bejeweled Twist on Steam, and then I'll have all the PC Bejeweled games. And then the only other one that I know of is Bejeweled Blitz on mobile.
Yeah, that's another game.
There's some good mobile games. I used to play a lot of Bejeweled Blitz a few years ago. It's nice when mobile games are, like, you know, actually readily available, though, because sometimes they get delisted when they're not able to support newer versions of the OS.
Yeah.
Getting
It's
back
not
into
like you
American.
download the APK anymore because a lot of them just are online only now.
Yep, that's the unfortunate thing. Well, I do most of my mobile gaming from home, because I don't go out much anymore. If I was going out and I was killing time for a bit, I'd probably play a little bit of, like, Bejeweled Classic or something. Which is really just Bejeweled 3, with less features.
Bejeweled 3, but worse.
Yeah, some of the extra modes that you can unlock in Bejeweled 3 on PC are DLC in the mobile version.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I haven't bought them yet. I don't... I'm not really going to, because if I'm playing Bejeweled on my phone, I'm probably just going to play the classic mode. which is, you know, free. Well, it came with the game, rather.
Oh, I'm so out of practice.
Yeah, oh, you know, I could have stopped that blue shell at, like, any point. So fuck you, Zito, I guess.
Fuck you.
Getting back into an American Truck Sim. Finally, there are quite some anime skips for trucks on Workshop. It's funny.
Yeah.
I don't have. Actually, I do have American Truck Sim, but I never installed it because I was still busy with Euro Truck Sim 2. I haven't played it in a while, though. I should play it more. I bought it because of Kohai, and I was like... when I originally heard of the game, I thought, Jesus, who would ever play a game like this? And then I watched Kohai stream, and I was like, you know, this actually looks kind of fun. And despite the fact that driving makes me incredibly anxious, I find Euro Truck Sim 2 to be very relaxing. Until you manage to get a stop sign wedged in between your two trailers. Yeah, I got completely stuck because I managed to get the sign wedged in between them, so I couldn't move.
Amazing.
Oh, Kohai crashed into a van and probably killed a family of 4. So, Simki, are you the Blackbirdo?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, Mario has been kissed by 2 canonically trans women. Be like Mario. Did that make him a chaser? Well, no, they're kissing him. It's not the other way around. I love Mario Kart.
Me too.
Do you think we're actually going to get Mario Kart 9 on the Switch too?
Maybe? I don't really know if they'd ever replace this game. Like, what the fuck? How do you beat this game? It's literally 2 Mario Kart games and almost has every track. Like, the only way they could possibly beat this game is just by updating it again, honestly.
Honestly, if they did and they added even more tracks, I'd probably buy it again.
Yeah, like...
Same.
I don't know what kind of gimmick they could go for. I don't really know if there's even, like, anything else they could really do. The graphical improvement, maybe. At least a resolution improvement would be nice. But I just can't see them coming out with a new Mario Kart with how much there is in this game.
That's something that's been concerning me about the Switch generation, is like, where are they going to go from here?
I mean, better hardware. Definitely something.
Maybe career mode? That would actually be pretty cool. Or bring back DS's mission mode.
Yeah. Like, what they could do is just... I don't think would really involve replacing this game. It'd probably just be more updates.
Yeah. Speaking of Switch stuff, what is a Nintendo IP you would love to see come back for Switch? For me, I think it's about time we got a new Nintendogs.
Yeah.
Honestly, a Nintendogs like mobile game would work amazingly well.
They did patent one, but nothing came of it. They've actually been winding down their mobile teams.
They really haven't had much success with their mobile games.
Well,
Other than Fire Emblem Heroes.
yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes has been a huge success. Mario Kart Tour was a decent success from what I know.
Yeah, but like Mario Run and that one Dragon game.
Dragalia Lost. I've heard that one was actually really good. I didn't really play it much.
Yeah, it was pretty decent, but yeah, it just didn't get popular.
Animal. Oh yeah, Pocket
Animal
Camp.
Crossing Camp.
Yeah, that one is pretty popular.
I forgot about that.
Me too.
Well, I mean, I play mobile games occasionally, but I play very few. I'm like
Yeah.
extremely picky about what kind of mobile game I play. I would much rather play a mobile game that I pay for than anything that's free.
Yeah.
Unless I can pay to remove ads. Because what I want is, I want a mobile game that is a game. A full-fledged game with a start and an end that does not train me to check in periodically. I want something that I can play at my leisure without feeling obligated to open the game every couple of hours.
Unfortunately, it's a rare thing nowadays.
Yep. I mean, there are mobile games that
Premium
are...
model is very valuable to companies, so they just keep doing that.
There are mobile games that are kind of like that aren't as intrusive. Like, I mean, was it Jetpack Joyride? It does have, like, stuff you can do. There are, like, limited time events and whatnot, but it's not going to pester you about it.
Well, Jetpack Joyride's from a different era.
That's true. But, like, that's the problem with finding mobile games, is that I would much... I saw that, Zeno.
What?
You bonked into the fountain. Someone bonked into the fountain.
No, I went over it.
Oh, I didn't see a ramp.
Decent, probably.
But, like, there are good mobile games, it's just, in my opinion, they're few and far between. But I think if you want to find a good mobile game, you're probably better off checking the premium section of the storefronts.
Yeah. There's almost nothing good free to play. The only mobile game I've really been playing is Pokemon Go, and that's mainly because my boyfriend got me into it again.
I got really into Papa's Hot Doggeria at one point.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, the whole Papa's Fooderia games are all ports of old Flash games.
Yeah.
And they're actual games. They're like $2.50 each.
Yep. Real, actual games.
Yep.
That you can play.
Oh, AFK Journey has been the most lenient since it goes up to like 48 hours. I mean, I'm not against trying them, because there probably are some that aren't predatory or intrusive. It's just I don't have the time or patience to like sift through them all.
Yeah. Because you gotta like sift through them to find the good stuff.
Oh, okay, so I do know one, I think it's free, but one really good free-to-play mobile game is Pixel Dungeon. It's basically NetHack on mobile. Unrelated to the actual mobile port of NetHack, of course. But it's an original roguelike. It's actually really good, and I really enjoy it. It's also $5 on Steam.
Pretty good.
NetHack is on mobile as well, but it's a little awkward to play. I've been wanting to get back into NetHack, but I don't have a numpad on my laptop, so it's like really awkward to play. Because you have to use the letter keys if you don't have a numpad, and it doesn't make any fucking sense with the controls. It's easier if you have a numpad because you just do the cardinal directions off the numbers.
Yeah.
I've been playing Rogue instead, and I probably might get back into Pixel Dungeon. Not Pixel Dungeon, well, yeah, Pixel Dungeon, but I meant to say Quest of Dungeons.
The shop theme from Quest of Dungeons lives rent-free in my head.
There are so few modern roguelikes that are based on the traditional style. Quest of Dungeons is one of the only ones that I'm aware of that actually came to consoles. Because I do know of a couple others. There's Tales of Maj'El and what was it, Dungeons of Dreadmore, which are also traditional roguelikes, but they did not come to consoles. They kind of require a keyboard. And then, of course, there was just, you know, fucking Rogue that just came to Switch out of the blue.
Yeah, like literally out of nowhere.
Yeah, there is a major problem with it, though. If you get a prompt that requires you to click anything, you can't do anything with the prompt, and it just soft locks the game.
Yeah, a bit of an answer there.
It doesn't seem to happen often, though. I kind of wish it was the Atari ST version of Rogue instead of the Amiga version, because at least they get a familiar tile set.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't. I'm just surprised there's no ports of that version, because after seeing the fact that it has proper.
Whoever used a fucking boo, fuck you.
Oh, Mal. Well, the Amiga version of Rogue also has a tile set, but it looks a lot different. The ST version, it looks like that's literally NetHack's default tile set in the modern version.
Yeah.
I am surprised that the company that ported this did not bring over the other versions of Rogue in the same port as, like, a collection.
Yeah, like, they may as well.
Damn, I actually
I
lost
don't
the
think they're
Xeno.
missing out much on the ZX Spectrum version, though.
Oh god, I forgot there was a ZX Spectrum version.
Yeah, that one's graphics are, they're certainly graphics.
The ZX Spectrum was, like, monumentally important for, early PC games in the UK, but my god, is it an eyesore.
Yeah. I know, because I own one.
Like, a lot of, British game developers got their start in the ZX Spectrum.
Yep.
And of course, that's how we got Rare. Because Rare used to be known as a, company called Ultimate Play the Game.
Yeah, I have a bunch of their games.
Well, yeah, they made some of the best, some of the best
I've
ZX
only-
Spectrum games.
I've only bought like 2 ZX Spectrum games myself, because the ZX Spectrum I bought came with like 52 games.
Good god.
Oh, damn.
Well, when I bought
Yeah.
my PS Vita, it came with like 7 games.
Like some of the games that came with weren't even for ZX Spectrum; they were for Commodore.
Oh,
Amazing.
Like 7 games for Commodore.
which one? The 64?
64, and then I think one VIC-20 game.
Interesting. Wait, VIC-20 was Commodore?
Yeah,
Huh.
Commodore VIC-20. It's like the smaller version.
There is a collection I want to get on Switch, which I'm likely getting around my birthday. It's that Goldmaster series from Digital Eclipse, and it focuses on Jeff Minter, the founder of Llamasoft. It actually has an emulated VIC-20 game on it,
Yeah.
because he made a VIC-20 game. It's basically got his entire output except for Tempest 2000 and Tempest 4000.
Which makes sense, because Atari has those. Still.
Yeah, kind of ironic because, wait, did Atari buy Digital Eclipse? No, they didn't, did they?
No.
No, they bought Night
but They
Dive.
own the right. They own the rights to Tempest.
Well, yeah, I know that. It's just, I know they bought one retro company that brings back old games, and I forgot it was Night Dive.
Night Dive. Yeah. Also, still fucking insanely surprised that the Thing game is getting a remake.
Hey, it's supposed to be really good.
Oh no, I have it. It is one of the like best horror games of that gen. It's so fucking good.
I might stream it at some point. I might just wait for the remaster,
yeah.
though.
I'd say wait for the remaster. It's at this point, as long as it's good, which I don't see why it wouldn't be. Night Dive is a very good studio.
I don't think Night Dive has ever put out a bad game. If they have, it's just because the original game was bad. Fuck.
Yeah. Some of the games they work on even ended up being free updates, like the original Sin Gold got an update by them.
Val was playing that recently. I should check that out.
Yeah, Sin's a good game as well.
When is Night Dive bringing back Tech War? Oh, Zeno didn't watch that video. He's not going to understand that. I gotta send you Civi 11's video on Tech War. Tech War was like, kinda, sorta, a right-leaning version of Star Trek from William Shatner. Kind of. And I don't know how good the show is, but there is a, thank you, man. There is a build engine FPS based on it that is, well, by all definitions, it turns on and you can interact with it.
It's a playable video game.
game.
You can, like, press the keys and things happen.
Like, you need to see Civi 11's video on it. I have never seen a game that disastrous.
Yeah. So the one comment he made, someone was, like, talking about how, like, terrible modern video games are and how much better old games are, and he was like, yeah, everyone ignores the Tech Wars and, like, all the old shitty games that existed as well.
Oh, I can name plenty.
Because there were a lot of old shitty games.
Yeah, like, nobody fucking, like, oh, old games were so much better. Yeah, a lot of them were. A lot of them weren't, though.
Old games were so much better. I'm gonna show you Battle Blaze.
Yeah.
That is probably the most forgettable fighting game I have ever played in my life. There is not any music in any of the battle fights. Why did I say battle fights? There's not any music in the game except for the title screen. Shut up. Listen, I've had a day, okay? I had a headache earlier. I was mowing the lawn in 82-degree weather. I got a headache from it.
But yeah, like...
There was gonna be more to that, but I had a brain fart.
But yeah, like, there's so many bad games out there that people just forget because they're bad.
Well, yeah, unless a game is, like, amazingly shitty, no one's gonna remember it.
Yeah, like, if Sonic 06 wasn't bad, like, as bad as it is, no one would fucking remember it.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, nobody cares about
nobody
Sonic
remembers.
Chronicles because it's just kind of mediocre.
Yeah, or like Sonic Genesis, which is a terrible fucking port of Sonic 1, but it was just still Sonic 1, so nobody remembers that.
Yeah, because there are good versions of Sonic 1. Well,
Yeah.
in quotes. I don't actually like Sonic 1.
I don't like Sonic 1 either, but like, still. Like, yeah, people just don't remember the bad games that are like ignorably bad. Like, nobody's gonna remember things like Soldier of Fortune Payback or like Area 51, fucking all the 7th gen COD ripoffs.
Send in Jimmy, the war to end all days. I don't even think you can get those anymore. You're not going to be able to in a couple days.
Yeah.
Truly the most important games to preserve.
Rest in peace, the Xbox 360 store, although the only thing that we're really losing is just the stuff that's not backwards compatible.
Yep, which is still 264 games.
Yeah.
And does include
It's
some
not-
good ones.
Yeah, it's not as big of a loss as it could be, due to Microsoft actually trying to do some
What the fuck?
preservation.
Now, to be clear, it's about 264 exclusives, if I remember correctly, because some of the games that we're losing aren't exclusive, and some have remasters
I
already.
got fucked over.
Like
Yeah,
Dishonored.
There's a lot of games. Yeah.
We're losing the original Dishonored, but it does have a remaster on Xbox One and PS4. But it's also
And
on
it is a-
PS3 and PC.
And it has a physical release that goes for like $5.
Yeah, well, probably because of the remaster.
Yeah. Also,
Well, it
fuck
was
all
also
the people
a
who are
stupidly
inflating the
popular
shit out of
game,
Xbox
so.
360 games.
Was that Simki?
Fuck all the people who are inflating the shit out of Xbox 360 games because the store shut down.
Oh, God.
They can go to hell. Like, I should not be paying like $60 for a game that's on PC and PS3 just because the store is shutting down.
Jesus.
Yeah, people are going like, buy Xbox 360 games now. They're gonna raise in price right now. It's like, shut up. They're worthless. There's like no 360 games worth anything.
It was such a popular console too. The games are everywhere.
Yeah, same with the
Yep.
PS3. Like when the PS3 store was gonna shut down, the prices also rose on PS3 games, but as soon as Sony reversed their decision, they all went back down. Like, it's all artificial.
Yep. Well, I mean, I've seen posts of people saying that if you're going to collect games, you might as well just start with PS3, 360, and Wii. Well, more so PS3 and 360. Because those
Yeah.
are cheaper than any console older than them.
Yeah, hell, you can even start with Xbox One, PS4 at this point. I don't think I've seen an Xbox One game go over $30.
I mean, I've been buying some early and mid PS4 games because of the Yakuza series, and I haven't spent more than $30 on any of them.
Yeah, like,
Well, I've only bought 2, but...
because that generation is, God, that generation's almost 10 years old now.
God.
Would you say that?
But, like, they're not worth anything. And they probably won't be worth anything. It's like the original Xbox and PS2 and... Well, I would say GameCube, but people overpriced the hell out of GameCube games.
Well, the GameCube was also incredibly popular to collect for, and had the best versions of a lot of games.
Yeah. But, like, there's some games that are on all three systems that go for, like, $50 on GameCube and then go for, like, $2 on Xbox. It's really
Yeah,
annoying,
everybody wants the
honestly.
GameCube version.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, the original Xbox and PS2 are really good to collect for as well, because unless the game is megally rare, like Rule of Rose or something like that,
Megally.
they're really cheap. Oh, fuck.
God damn it. Oh, fuck.
You tried.
I actually have played this game recently. How am I losing to Xeno?
Yoshi. That's why.
Simki, are you okay?
Huh?
It sounds like you've been coughing a lot.
Oh,
You sound like you're dying every now and then.
I had a cold, got in Philadelphia, and still have just a cough left over from it.
Oh,
And I usually
Ah.
sound like I'm dying when I cough.
that's fair. Oh, by the way, Simki, since you're here, might as well just say this. If you want to do River City Ransom with me, I am thinking I'll be done with Majora's Mask in maybe 3 weeks.
Alright. Yeah, I don't got much going on for a couple more months, so I'm good.
That's such a fun game.
Yeah. Though, I will be taking... once I finish Thousand Year Door Remake, I was gonna take a week off, and I think I've only got 2 or 3 streams of that left. But I wasn't going to do a showcase after Majora's Mask, so hopefully it lines up.
Mhm.
So I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And I'll have a guide up for River City Ransom, because in order to actually beat the game, you need to beat every boss, and some of the bosses are kind of weird to get to spawn.
Yeah, it's gonna be my first time actually playing through the game.
I made it to River City High, so I actually made it to the end of the game, but the final boss didn't spawn because I didn't beat all the bosses. And I never followed a guide. I don't know what happened to my password for that save. Because the original game uses passwords, we're probably just going to use save states.
Yeah. That'll be quicker.
Well, yeah, the password's like 30 fucking digits.
Yeah. I love late stage games or really long games that use passwords, like fucking Metroid.
Engage
Oh, God.
Ridley, motherfucker.
Writing down 500 character passwords.
When I streamed Metroid for,
Oh, fucked up.
Metroid Mania. I showed off Engage Ridley. Let's see on.
I love that that's a valid password.
It is a valid password because it does actually have data associated with it. It is hashed that way. It is pure coincidence that it hashes, oh dear, into a viable password. The problem is, well, the data is legit, the coordinates are not, so it tries to load Samus into a place she can't be in. The game freaks out, shits itself, and does a hard crash. It is... Every time I have looked up information about this password, because it's one of the famous passwords, I have been told, do not try it on real hardware.
Yeah.
Like, it is actually
do not.
dangerous.
Just crashing old hardware in general is a horrid idea.
Yeah,
It's also because the NES doesn't really have any safeties for turning off, I've learned recently.
yeah,
Oh.
and this one in particular can actually brick the NES.
Yeah.
It can also possibly
Yeah.
break the cartridge.
Yeah, a lot of the older games I learned recently say, like, oh, hold down the reset button while turning it off because your save data can get corrupted. Because the NES
Wonderful.
doesn't power off instantly, it powers off slowly. So it's still sending, like, data to the game. Or the game's still sending data to it, so while it's powering off, the NES just has a chance to send fucked up data and destroy your save file.
Oh,
Amazing. The joys of old hardware.
Yep. I think the NES Junior and Famicom AV fixed that issue, though.
I actually know of another really nasty glitch in a Nintendo game that can brick a system.
Oh, which one?
I believe it is Donkey Kong Country 2. There is a really funky glitch you can do sometimes where if Diddy or Dixie is holding a barrel, you can break the barrel without getting rid of the holding state. So Diddy or Dixie will be holding nothing, and there's one particular level, which is an auto-scroller because you got a moving floor that goes up. And it's that thing where you gotta, go to left or right to dodge the ceiling so you can actually survive.
shit,
But if you
that was
manage to break the barrel while holding nothing, and then get crushed by the ceiling, it does a hard crash.
Oh, yeah.
Bad enough that people have reported that if you get that crash to happen, your SNES will just stop working.
Good chance. So I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay. Also, supposedly, it actually can break emulators. That's how bad of a
That's
crash
actually
it is.
impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, because I haven't heard any real confirmation that it happens, just that supposedly, even emulators aren't safe. My tongue feels weird because I fucking bit it earlier. Hey, I didn't tell you guys, I fucking bit my tongue and actually made it bleed. I was drinking Thai bubble tea. So it's Thai iced tea with boba tea pearls in it, little tapioca pearls. And I was trying to bite a bunch at once, and my tongue kind of got in the way of my teeth, and I just chomped down on my tongue. I did stop bleeding fairly quickly, and it didn't even hurt, even while it was bleeding, though it hurt a lot immediately. But it could have been worse, because Zeno almost bit off a part of his tongue.
That fucking sucked. I was on a liquid diet for a few days.
I'm back.
Hey, I was telling Chad that I bit my tongue earlier hard enough to make it bleed.
Oh. Fuck.
Skill issue? Sorrow, why would you say that? Why? Or are you saying skill issue to Xeno? If you're saying skill issue to Xeno, that's fine.
Dos.
I would hope she wouldn't say it to me. Yeah, because Xeno almost bit off the tip of his tongue.
Oh.
That fucking hurt. A lot.
Yeah.
I think I took the following day off of school, and then I was back in school, like, pretty damn quickly, and was on a liquid-only diet for almost a week.
Sora was saying skill issue to me. Rude. How could you? Finally!
Yeah.
God, I've only gotten one other track picked so far.
Mario Kart hates you.
Mario Kart Hate Deluxe.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Switch 2, it's Mario Kart.
Amazing.
Only item in the game is blue shells.
God.
We can do that.
You can have that here.
Yeah.
We
But
did
that's
that,
just
and
to
I
be
remember
upsetting.
Blue got hit with 7 blue shells at once. Oh, speaking of games, once I come back from my break, if I haven't finished Max Payne and, actually, what am I doing after Portal 2? I don't know. But, whatever I haven't finished before my break, I'm going to finish after it, and then leading up to October, I'm going to play a bunch of short games. I am not ready to say what games I'll be playing, other than Superliminal. Because I haven't played Superliminal in a long time, and I own it on PC, and I've never played that version. Superliminal is actually one of the few games to make me cry.
Oh.
Yeah, I have cried at so few games that I can actually tell you, just off the top of my head, which ones I've cried at. Y'all actually got to see me cry in Outer Wilds. So, like, that's the big one.
Yeah. That's fair.
It was Outer Wilds, Xenoblade 3, Klonoa 2, the PS2 one. Resident Evil Revelations, which I don't want to say why until I actually stream it. But that one's kind of a silly one to think about. And Superliminal. I also can't explain why with Superliminal because it's a kind of a spoiler. Because it's the game's main plot twist. For what little plot it has. But Superliminal is a very, very good game. Yeah, I actually don't know what I'm doing after Portal. I don't know what I expected. We should be finishing up Portal 2, on Monday. I'll actually have to, like, go through my libraries and, see what my next game is gonna be after that. Because I didn't really think that far.
Half-Life. Play more Source games. Play Half-Life.
Half-Life I was gonna do for Retro Night. So that would probably be after River City Ransom. I was thinking of doing Unreal Gold first, though.
Ah, yeah. You know, play the hit game Unreal 2.
Okay. I don't own it.
I can send you it. I ended up grabbing the PC version when on GOG because I just grabbed like all the Unreal games.
Right. Well, the thing is, when I found out the Unreal games are being delisted, they were already gone.
Yeah.
Because they didn't give anyone advance warning. They announced it and then delisted them immediately.
Yeah, the only one I'm missing is 3 Black, because it's literally just, well, shit, it's gone. At least I own it on 360, but fuck.
I have it on Steam.
Yeah,
I have.
And then they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring back Unreal 3 as Unreal X, and never fucking did.
Yeah, they even changed the name back to Unreal Tournament 3.
My best guess is they were going to make some modifications to the game to either facilitate it being free to play in scummy ways, and/or they just wanted to update the game, and nobody there knows how to work on Unreal Engine 3 anymore.
They did say that it would not have any microtransactions or DLC.
Okay. Then I guess they just changed their mind.
Well, we don't know because they announced it and then never said anything afterwards and then just pretended they didn't do anything.
Yeah. I'm just guessing they probably wanted to do an update and couldn't because, like, who there knows how to work on UE3 anymore?
I just don't understand what the point of delisting them was. Like, there's no benefit to that. They actually lose from it. They lose money.
Yeah, because the Unreal games were not popular, but they were still, like, had a solid player base of dedicated people.
Even the original.
Yeah. Except Unreal 3, that one, like, nobody played that one.
I played it briefly and I did not hate it.
No, actually, Unreal 3's... I grew up with Unreal 3, so I actually like it quite a bit.
I grew up with the original Unreal Tournament, but, like, I have Unreal Tournament 1, 2, and 3... Well, not 2, 2004. And Unreal Gold on Steam. I have Unreal Gold and Unreal Tournament on GOG. And I have physical discs for Unreal Gold and Unreal Tournament.
Yeah.
And I have Unreal Championship on original Xbox, which is basically just Unreal Tournament 2003.
Don't we have a physical disc of 2003 as well?
Yes, we do, but there's no point in playing it if you have 2004, though.
Yeah,
fair.
2004 is just the updated version.
Yeah, it has vehicles, though, so it is actually different.
Yeah. But, like...
I remember
no
playing a
problem.
little bit of 2003. It was fun.
I think 2004 is probably my favorite overall.
I have played a little bit of 2004, but if I'm going to play any of them consistently, it's going to be the original.
Yeah. I think people figured out the servers for 2004 now.
Yes, you actually sent me information on how to connect to them. It requires changing a line in an INI file so they can connect to the new master servers.
Oh. I don't think that... Either it's been so long I don't remember, or it wasn't me, because I don't remember talking about 2004 with you.
It may have been Bal, actually.
Yeah, it was probably Bal. Because I think we mostly talked about the original.
Yeah, and speaking
That's
of...
not the one I wanted to pick.
We will do the original Unreal Tournament again at some point. I want to look into... When I take my week off, I want to look into my options for using my map list.
Yeah.
But I am not expecting any success with that.
Yeah. Fucking Comcast. I wish I
Well,
was able to host.
The main
Second
problem is anything I host, I'd have to go through my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I don't know how to host servers, and even if I did, this network was set up by my dad. Because, remember, I still live with my family.
Yeah.
And he is typically very hesitant to have people connecting to our network that he doesn't know. Especially with streaming, where there is the risk that even if I make sure that just you guys can join, some dick shitter could possibly join it through another way.
Yeah, and I was just being annoyed at Comcast, because when I tried to set up the server for you, they wouldn't let me.
We also have Comcast.
Fucking
Yeah,
Comcast.
There's a good chance you wouldn't even be able to do it anyways.
Well, we do have an Unreal Tournament server, but it's a LAN server. And my dad, when I brought it up with him, he suggested that and then took it back when I mentioned that it would be connected to the internet, not the local network. That does mean, though, if we wanted to show off the maps, Zeno and I could just use that network and just play with ourselves, but, like, where's the fun in that?
Yeah. Be better done.
You would get to see how insane my bots are.
Well, yeah. Because I still have Xeno's bots
My
on my
bots on the,
installation, I haven't fixed it yet.
Xeno's ungodly bots.
Yeah, I basically upped the intelligence of all of the bots. So, like, the baseline intelligence is, like, default Loke.
Oh, jeez.
And then I turned Loke up all the way.
Yeah, I tried to make the bots unique rather than making them all more difficult.
So I just made them all more difficult and then kind of tweaked them one by one to make them a little unique. But they are mean.
Yeah, some of the bots I tweaked after the fact because I used some skins that he doesn't. But I'm also probably going to snag some extra skins. I found a pack that had the PS2 skins, but I found out they weren't actually accurate ports of the PS2 skins. They were taken from a beta, which isn't really what I was looking for.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the PS2 game source code.
And, well, I feel like there would be a way to just rip the models and convert them.
Probably.
And I was also going to look for a pack that included all the maps exclusive to the Dreamcast and PS2 versions. But unfortunately, the only thing that I could find was never actually released. It was just worked on.
No. Just stream the PS2 version.
I could.
Oh god.
I don't have the Dreamcast version anymore, but we still have the PS2 version. Thing is, most of the exclusive maps are actually in the Dreamcast version.
Yeah, at least with the Dreamcast version, you use mouse and keyboard.
That's true, but you either need an adapter or you need the official mouse and keyboard, which I don't have.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, if I'm going to get Unreal Tournament again for Dreamcast, I might as well get the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
That is actually a perfect excuse to get them, because one Dreamcast game that I really want to get that has eluded me is the original Typing of the Dead, which did get ported to Dreamcast. Because there's only two versions of the Typing of the Dead. There's the Dreamcast version and there's the arcade version.
Yeah, Typing of the Dead's never gotten like another port anyway, because the extremely specific requirement of a keyboard on console.
Yep. There is a second Typing of the Dead, though.
Yeah, they did move for the second game. Right.
There is a third Typing of the Dead, though.
For the third game, I'm guessing?
Overkill.
Oh, yeah.
The PC version of the House of the Dead Overkill is not the House of the Dead Overkill, it's the Typing of the Dead Overkill.
Hey?
It is on Steam.
I have the PS3 version. I bought it because funny gun.
I have the Wii version. Kind of runs like shit, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
I also have the House of the Dead 2 and 3 returned for Wii, which I found in a bargain bin at a Walmart back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to stream that at some point, but I need to set up the... I need to get the extra cables for the Wii U, so that way I can actually stream from the Wii U, and then I need to make sure that I can safely do motion controls.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am awfully close to the console.
Also, I miss when bargain bins actually had good games in them. They're like decent games.
Yeah, because sometimes games that didn't sell well would be in them. Like, I found but did not buy Zack and Wiki, which I really should have.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be one of the best Wii games, and nobody fucking played it.
I did actually get the... Well, you can't get it on Wii U for now less than legal means. But the game's not for sale anymore, so I don't know. I guess they do type
I might see my chances of just tracking down a physical copy.
Yeah. Because there's a small selection of Wii games like I put on the Wii U store.
Yep, and the ones that had classic controller support actually had Pro Controller support.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I got Mario Galaxy on that, and I think Resident Evil 4 and
That's one of the ones that has Pro Controller support.
Yeah, and the Resident Evil on-rail shooters. Because Capcom did a really big sale on Wii U before the store shut down. Really enough, Nintendo didn't do a sale or anything, but Capcom just put all of their games on sale for like $2.
Yep.
Well, Capcom regularly does that too, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
this
it was
stuff
like
goes dirt
specifically
cheap.
for the store shutdown.
There was supposed to be
true.
an Atlas sale as well for the 3DS, but they ended up canceling the sale.
Which is really unfortunate because Atlas games are expensive as hell on 3DS.
Yeah, they also had
Yep.
some of the best RPGs on 3DS.
Yeah.
Also, I need to bug out for a quick moment, so I will be right back.
Alright.
I'm not sure how you homebrew 3DS anymore as well, because you needed I think there's certain games that work with it now, but you needed used to use Pokemon Picross because its save data reading was fucked.
Cubic Ninja was another game that people used.
Yeah, I'm guessing any of them are probably pretty expensive now.
There was also Iron. What was the free-to-play third-person shooter?
Oh fuck, I forgot its name, but you also can't get that anymore.
Well, they also patched it because they removed the game to patch it and then put it back up.
Surprised they never did with Picross, honestly.
I don't know if it got delisted, but the service did end at one point.
That game was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I got most of the digital 3DS games that I wanted. I did get Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix at least. That was one of the more expensive ones. I did not get WarioWare Gold because I found out it had a physical copy.
Yeah. I got most of the 3DS games I wanted, but I can't say how.
I still have some physical games I want to get, but I can't use my 3DS at the moment because it doesn't have a battery. Yeah, I had to take the battery out.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem.
I will be replacing the batteries in my handheld soon. I just have to take the Vita to a shop because I don't want to crack it open.
Yeah.
Hopefully the shop can replace the Vita battery. I don't remember seeing Vita listed on the consoles they repair, but they do have an other option, so they might be willing to cover it.
Vita is not the worst to work with. I've replaced the joystick on mine before.
Yeah, the instructions scared me.
But I would offer to do it, but I'm kind of not close to you at all.
Well, Zeno had a look at the instructions and he was like, "Oh." So he could probably do it to take the battery out and check it. But I would rather just take it to a shop personally because I think that's safer.
Yeah. Do you have a 1000 or a 2000 actually?
I don't know. I never checked.
Does it use what is its charging port? Is it the big chunky charging port or is it USB micro?
It's a big chunky one.
Okay, then it's the 1000.
Alright. Yeah, the one that can plug in reversibly but doesn't actually charge reversibly.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
With the 2000 model, they switched it to a normal USB.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Actually didn't know that though. Yeah, my I bought when I bought the Vita, it was a lot. It wasn't just the Vita. And it was actually the only time I've ever bought a lot on eBay. It was the Vita, the charging cable, I think there was another cable, a carry case, which is pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
A card carry case.
Ooh.
And it came with it was Asphalt's Legends, I think. Little Big Planet, Mod Nation Racers, Mortal Kombat 2011.
Pretty good. Rough port.
And I think Wipeout 2048.
Also pretty good. So
I ended up selling Mortal Kombat and Mod Nation Racers, but I kept the others.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Mortal Kombat port is very rough, and Mod Nation is not the best.
Yeah, I actually like that version of Little Big Planet, and funnily enough, it's the only Little Big Planet game I played that I actually liked.
Yeah. Back when I played it, the servers were still up, and I actually had a random person join my lobby, and because the Vita has the built-in mic, I was actually able to talk to them.
That's cool.
Yeah. Because the game was long dead at that point.
And then later on, at least for physical games, I bought Gravity Rush, Tearaway, PlayStation All-Stars, and Odin Sphere.
I love the PS Vita.
It's a pretty good console. It's a shame that it was crippled, though.
I would still really recommend buying a PS TV at some point, because you could actually stream Vita and PSP games from it.
I would consider that if there was anything on Vita that I'd actually want to stream.
What about PSP?
I don't have enough digitally to warrant it.
Ah.
Not unless I can crack the PSTV. But the way that
It's easy as fuck. In fact, the PS Vita literally just go to a website.
Oh.
Yeah, the web browser is the breach. It literally just downloads a file into the updater on the Vita.
So, the other thing that would stop me is I have a metric fuck ton of games. I could realistically stream almost all of them and have content for years. The problem is, if I stream all of them, that limits what I can play.
Yeah.
So if I don't stream any of my handheld games outside of the ones that are convenient, like the stuff I can play on GameCube or whatever, that gives me more stuff to do off stream. Because keep in mind, I spend most of my free time playing games. And,
yeah.
So if I don't stream Vita and PSP games, that gives me more stuff to do off stream.
Mm-hmm.
So if one of the games
obviously,
ends up coming to another
yeah.
platform that's significantly more convenient to stream from, I'm probably just going to stream that.
I still want you to stream Silent Hill 5 at some point. Origins.
Is get what? Oh, Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill Origins. Silent Hill 5.
Pretty much is. I remember Spoonie was talking about how they weren't thrilled about playing it, and then they played it, and then it was like, oh, this is actually pretty good.
That was me as well. Like, I genuinely really liked the game. I need to get back to playing it. But, yeah, the PS2 version's actually not that bad for it, so that'd probably be the easiest option.
I want the PSP version.
Yeah, so I'll just get both. I mean, the PSP version's actually not that expensive. My copy was like $40 CIB.
There was a point where I was getting PSP versions of PS2 games I had, and then I sold them, and now I'm like, you know what? I kind of want the weird handheld versions again.
Yeah, well, the Silent Hill Origins, it's actually the PS2 version that's the weird port.
Oh, I know. But, like, I did have others. Because I had Thrillville at one point, and I had, Tomb Raider Anniversary at one point. And I kind of want to get them again.
The bar fight across Silent Hill is a very fun game. I love smashing the nurses with the CRT television I picked up off a desk.
Amazing.
Yeah, from what
Is it
I
one
know,
of the
it's...
giant CRTs too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It was like a fucking two-shot. It exploded.
You know what series you should play through, Simkey, if you like doing that?
What?
Yakuza.
Yeah, I need to play them. I just need to... Alright, well, with the new house, my game room isn't set up.
Oh, you
So I
moved?
don't... I moved quite a while ago.
Oh, I didn't know.
I mentioned it before, yeah.
I must have missed that.
I mentioned it a couple times, I think, but... Eh, oh well.
I have been so out of it.
You
lately.
forgore?
I forgore. I was either forgore or I somehow missed it. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm doing the cursed thing and playing the original versions, so I have the PS2 version of Yakuza 1.
Oh
10
no.
years in enjoyment, you a fucking pussy.
I get to enjoy English voice acting for one game.
How do you feel about Bill Farmer as Date?
I don't know.
Because the Makoto Date is the detective who's helping you throughout the game, and he's in the English version, he's voiced by Bill Farmer. Bill Farmer, you may know him as the voice of Goofy, but the problem with his role as Date is he's using his Sam voice from Sam and Max.
Oh no.
Or at least it sounds kind of like Sam, and it's just really, really jarring.
Yeah, surprisingly, I managed to get the copy sealed, complete in box. Well, obviously complete box for $20.
You got him sealed with no
hell?
disc and manual somehow.
Yeah. It was a defective
There are actually
copy.
people who will reseal games to sell them sealed to get more money too.
Yeah. No, this one was actually, it had the security seal on it still.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like this wasn't a resealed copy, it was an actual like brand new copy.
Yeah, I don't usually buy sealed old games, because usually if you do that, you immediately diminish the value.
You know, $20 is kind of hard to pass up for that.
Well, yeah, if it's already
Yeah.
cheap, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I will be playing the original Yakuza 1 and 2 at some point. I hear Yakuza 2 is actually pretty good, the original.
It is, yeah.
The problem with 1 is it's already a rough game, but it's made worse by the awful localization.
Yeah. I find it charming because it's so dubbed.
Speaking of awful localizations, have you heard about the new Denpa Men?
No, I have not.
Well,
I don't know what it is actually.
There were 3 Denpa Men games on 3DS that were already pretty weird, and there's a new one on Switch called The New Denpa Men. That's literally the name. And it seems to have a localization that was done through machine translations.
Oh no.
Yeah, which gives us wonderful phrases like, I am Denpa Men. Plural.
All of them. They're actually hive mind. There's like several. I'm actually several guys.
I haven't really played much of it yet. I really only got past part of the intro because I had to get it early. But I am hoping that the game is fun despite it.
People need to stop using AI for stuff like that. It never turns out any good.
Well, AI doesn't usually make spelling mistakes. Because
Fair.
there are some spelling mistakes. Also, machine learning does not mean AI.
Oh right.
'Cause-
Machine learning,
Yeah, machine learning predates, or machine translations predates AI.
right.
And if I remember correctly, machine learning normally is trial and error until something works. And then you keep doing that until you get another roadblock, and then you keep trying things until something works.
Usually you want to use it with proper assistance instead of just, you know, rawing, fucking into the game and being, okay, good.
Yeah, nobody knows what happened with the localization yet. It's just that it's a really bad localization. Things are really worded weirdly, and there's some spelling mistakes.
Shout out to me using machine learning in order to beat the final map of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
What?
I literally, yes, it was a
my
nightmare. And I was on the normal difficulty. I
Jesus
literally
Christ.
went through like
Fuck, Rosalina.
every single possible action until something worked. Usually Mia getting a fucking crit because she was a monster. And then I would just keep going from that. And then if I fucked up, I would then just reset the map and then have Mia get another crit and then go from there.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It was horrible.
Mia was Path of Radiance's Myrmidon.
One of them,
One of them,
because
yeah.
there were several. Mia was the one who just happened to get the best level ups for me.
For those who have not played Fire Emblem, Myrmidons are your crit class. They have the highest crit. I think they have one of the highest crit rates. Or was it
Next
just
to-
highest accuracy?
Myrmidons and Swordmasters have high crit rate and high speed. So they're going to hit twice, they are going to crit, and you can't touch them.
Yeah,
And they're always sword units too. If you want a axe version, then it's I think Berserker is the class, and they usually have hilarious strength and crit rates and health, but their hit rate is shit.
yeah, Myrmidons being as good as they are for crits, the reason why when I played Fire Emblem Awakening, I made my character a Myrmidon.
Yeah.
And it ended up paying off because I ended up marrying Noe in that game. Yeah, I know, but she's the Dragon Girl. Shut up. So both of my kids, Na and Morgan, ended up being absolute monsters, and one of them one-shot the final boss. And for the reason why I pointed it out is she looks young, but she's actually a few thousand years old because she is a Manakete, which are essentially just dragons who can shapeshift. And I think they're immortal. And I get that it's weird, but she's the only Manakete you can marry that actually has a child. Because the other one, technically a spoiler,
Oh, I love that shows.
doesn't have a daughter or a son. And the funny thing is there's a slight quirk with Morgan, who is Robin's child, if Noe is her mother, or his mother if you're playing as a woman. Manaketes are technically a race, even though they're also a class. So if Morgan's mother is Noe, Morgan can also transform into a dragon.
And that means you can get the Grandmaster exclusive skill, Ignis, onto a dragon unit. And Ignis combines your strength and magic stats together to form one stat to scale any weapon off of.
The other,
so it's fucking ridiculous.
The other Manakete you can marry is kind of a spoiler, so I don't want to say their name. But the funny thing is there are some interesting implications if you marry them.
Well,
but it's kind of a spoiler for the plot.
Using the Yoshi vehicle as Yoshi's Xeno.
Yoshi on Yoshi?
Yeah, Xeno's using Yoshi bike with Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just does that.
Is Yoshi.
You know, it's been long enough. I should probably replay Fire Emblem Awakening at some point. I really want to replay Fire Emblem Echoes.
With the skill system in Awakening, you can do some really stupid things.
My hot take is Fire Emblem Awakening is good, actually.
It was good.
A lot of people shit on it because they think it's what introduced the child units when it wasn't. Because the child units are actually from a genealogy.
Yeah, Genealogy of the Holy War.
Which, granted, we didn't get. And honestly, the way they handled child units in Awakening was fine. I mean, it made sense given the story. It's really Fates that did the stupid thing.
The way
Fates had the fucking baby
sounds like you'd have fucking child soldiers.
Well, I mean, there's the child soldier thing, but then Fire Emblem Fates had the fucking baby dimension.
What?
Oh, you don't know. Xeno, explain.
Yeah,
so, in Fire Emblem games, there's a dimension called Outworld, which usually any of like the DLC stuff or the weird shit is just from Outworld. Fates took that one step further and had there be a dimension, like a pocket dimension basically, where time could progress in that dimension, but time outside of it would be paused.
You send your children to the baby dimension? They grow up?
Yeah, they basically, the characters give birth in the baby dimension, and then their children are grown up in the normal dimension, like within a day. Yeah, it's so stupid.
It is.
Yeah.
It was the one part of the game that was most ridiculed. Because it does not make any fucking sense.
It's not the only part of the game that uses that dimension, because the whole like multiplayer aspect of it, with being able to set up like a castle and set up your own defenses and like do raids on other people's castles, was all done through that dimension as well. But the fact that they tied it to the story with the goddamn children was so stupid.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, and people were joking that if you are bad in the baby dimension, you get sent to the awkward teenage years dimension. No, sorry, it was the
Like, at least
puberty
for Awakening,
dimension.
It made sense in the story, but fucking Fates, man.
God, I actually liked Fates when I first played it, and then I played Revelations, and I liked it for a bit, and I started looking into the story a little bit more, and I was like, huh, this sucks, actually.
Yeah. Like, Conquest is great gameplay-wise, but all three of them fucking suck.
You know what? Fuck you, pulls you into the baby dimension.
Kill him! Kill him!
Thank you for listening to it. God, how are we already halfway through stream? Yeah, once I get the batteries replaced in my handhelds, I'm definitely going to be using my 3DS more since, like, I just made it usable again. I really, really want to finish, what's it called? Reading Historia. But I also want to play Nintendogs again. Because I was never able to have dogs growing up, and I always wanted one. And we kind of can't have dogs, unfortunately. Because my mom's allergic, and the dogs would scare the birds.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about Nintendogs is you can just, like, set the top screen a little more vertical, and then just sit the 3DS down and just watch. So it's essentially like a screensaver. Part of me has been considering also going back to Animal Crossing New Leaf, but I feel like it's just going to be a downgrade from New Horizons.
Yeah.
A lot of people would actually disagree that it would be a
Yeah,
downgrade.
in some ways I actually like New Leaf a lot better than New Horizons.
I've heard a lot of people say that. New Leaf does some things that New Horizons doesn't do, like the minigame island.
Yeah.
They really should have brought that back.
Yep. But there are certain things about New Horizons that I like a whole lot better than New Leaf. Being able to freely customize the town is probably the biggest plus.
Yeah.
And the second biggest plus is villagers won't randomly move out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a big plus.
I miss the fossil models, though.
Because I'm still not over losing Lucky in New Leaf. I was so upset when he left.
Yeah, because if you take a break from New Leaf, you're basically guaranteeing all your villagers will just disappear.
Yeah, because Lucky's my favorite villager. I got him by chance in New Horizons, and I was so happy to see him again. It's like when you haven't seen a friend in a long time. And I will say, a lot of people said that the dialogue in New Horizons felt a little more repetitive, and I think the only reason why is because we were all cooped up in our homes when it came out.
Yeah.
Yep. Which, granted, was the perfect time for the game to come out.
Oh, yeah.
That and Clubhouse games.
Oh god, yeah.
Speaking of, we gotta get Tabletop Simulator set up sometime, but I need to go through my mods again and make sure that all the mods are still available. Because,
I'll play it in VR so I can harass you physically.
Thank you. Yeah, Tabletop Simulator has an interesting relationship with copyright.
Yeah.
From what I know, most companies don't like Tabletop Simulator, but they don't really do anything about it. There's
If it's all
one...
mods, there's not really much they can do besides going after individuals.
There is one company in particular, though, that is very anal about its copyright, and that's Steve Jackson Games. They made
What do you
Munchkin.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, anytime a Munchkin
is
mod...
so much fun.
Yeah, and anytime a Munchkin mod gets uploaded, it's gone within a week.
Damn.
Yeah. My dad has been was a fan of Steve Jackson. He's I think he used to be in the D&D scene at one point. And he does make a decent amount of board games. The problem is he's kind of an asshole. And he despises people using his stuff without permission. And I mean, like, fair, but it's also basically no fun zone.
Yeah, if you do Tabletop Simulator, I'd be down to join.
Yeah, I would just have to come up with a plan of what games to play and what games to make you guys download just to speed things up.
Yeah.
If I could convince enough people to do a full game of HeroEscape with me and Xeno, I think both of us would love that.
Oh god, I would fucking adore that. I love HeroEscape.
Yeah,
So
it's
much fun.
so hard to set up, though.
Yeah, I probably would play it VR just because it'd be funny, and it's also a bit easier to control.
I just wish I could figure out how the fuck to get the castles to work in Tabletop Simulator, because I was not able to get any of the ramparts to actually attach properly.
I'd also have to decide if I'm going to be streaming it from the Steam Deck or just from my laptop. If I do it from the Steam Deck, I have to use mouse and keyboard because, my god, it sucks with the controller.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of made for VR in the first place.
I think VR was actually added later.
Oh, it was?
I think so.
Well, feels pretty natural. I guess they did a good job with VR, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember it launching with VR.
Yeah, the VR mode actually feels really, like, natural to the game, so I'm guessing they just did a freaking good job with it.
Yeah, I'll get back to you guys on that, because I definitely want to have a nice group with that. We just gotta figure out the game, so we can probably put it to a vote or something, just figure it out. The nice thing is, if they're all from the workshop, it means nobody needs to buy anything, so... You don't even need the mods downloaded, actually. If you have the mods downloaded, it just speeds up the initial loading.
Oh hey, we could play Carcassonne or Settlers of Catan then.
Xeno, we could do a proper game of Mysterium.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'd have to learn most of these games, but I'd be down.
For the ones that Xeno and I are familiar with, we can teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think I still have Munchkin's rules memorized.
Munchkin, HeroEscape, Carcassonne, Mysterium. Okay, less Mysterium. Settlers of Catan. All of those are actually very easy to learn, especially Munchkin. Because Munchkin, they basically outright say you can just use house rules. And
They
play it however
want
the
you
fuck you
to
want.
use house rules. They want you to argue about the rules.
I got Cards Against Humanities for Tabletop Sim, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do
yeah.
know Pretend Your Zizzy got shut down, but I don't think that was because of Cards Against Humanity.
If I remember correctly, the Isaac Four Souls one on there is actually, like, officially supported as well.
They do have official... I don't know about official mods, but they do have official DLC for some games.
Yeah, like Four Souls has, like, its official version, pretty much.
I think Super Fight has an official version as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
That's,
Super
that's
Fight.
probably... That's one of the better ways to take it, is just... Fuck it, make an official version. Or just
Yeah.
support a modder.
And Tabletop Simulator does it better than a lot. So I don't like video game adaptations of board games because they're too video gamey. I know that's a weird thing to say for someone who is so autistic about video games, but like if I'm playing a board game, I want to play a fucking board game. I don't want to play a video game.
Yeah, and a lot of the animations they added can be really annoying and slow the game down heavily.
There is no reason Monopoly on Switch should have long loading times. It's a fucking board game.
Yep.
Yeah. Monopoly, I mean, that version of Monopoly doesn't even fucking work anymore.
Oh god.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, it's broken.
Amazing.
Same with Uno.
Yeah, so like if we're gonna be playing any of those, you might as well just play Tabletop Simulator because you actually get the board game experience. I know of people who use Tabletop Simulator to play D&D and Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon TCG and even fucking Warhammer.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier, especially Warhammer.
It's one
Right,
of
yeah,
the
'cause you have
best
to build
ways.
and paint everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you can actually save your own models, like, from things you've made, or you've uploaded, so that way they're easy to get to, so you don't have to just load the fucking mod itself. So, like, for example, I have a mod that's called Banana for Scale. If you have to ask what it is, you haven't been on the internet long enough. I can load that model in any game we play because I have it saved.
Yeah.
But also, you can
Add a
make a
banana.
Yu-Gi-Oh deck from one of the mods and save that deck and load it in other mods.
Yeah.
And the
Which
best
does mean,
part,
like,
oh,
if you
In the
happen to
middle
have,
of
like,
blackjack,
favorite
pull out a
decks-
Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Oh my god.
but like, that's the thing though, is that you guys don't even need the Yu-Gi-Oh mod installed for that deck to work, because it'll download from the servers, because all the mods are uploaded.
Oh, I got fucked.
Also, with
And it
tabletop.
also means, like, if you happen to have, like, in whatever game, let's say, like, HeroScape or Warhammer, you have a favorite army setup that you like, you can just basically save that setup.
Yep.
And then just take it out whenever.
Also, with tabletop sim Warhammer, you won't have to deal with sexism or fascism.
Yeah.
That is true.
Love the Warhammer community.
I do know there is like a lot of pushback from that in the Warhammer community.
There is, yeah. For
Oh,
obvious
yeah.
reasons, a lot of the community is very against that.
Well, Games Workshop is.
Yeah.
They've had to remind people several times that the Empire is supposed to be satire. You're not supposed to side with them.
Yeah.
And people just don't get it. Or they do and they don't care.
Like, you're not supposed to take the Empire seriously.
Media literacy is dead? Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there were people saying that Squid Game wasn't about capitalism and instead was about communism. If you ask the creator of it, he'll outright tell you it's about capitalism.
Yeah. Like, how could it fucking not be? What part did you miss?
I haven't
Right.
even seen it and I know this.
Yeah, same. Like, what part of the plot did you miss?
It's literally about the depths people will go to get themselves out of the bottom in capitalism.
Yeah.
Like the absolute desperation people will deal with in order to get out of it. And that they will pull each other down to get to the top, no matter who it hurts. I like how this conversation started about, oh, by the way, we should play Tabletop Simulator, and now we're talking about Squid Game and capitalism.
Media literacy.
Yeah, we should definitely get a nice group together for Tabletop Simulator.
Damn! We playing capitalism tonight, guys.
Real life Squid Game. Get out of my way.
Oh, hey, if we get a good group for Tabletop Simulator, that means, assuming there are, of course, mods for it, we can play the fun versions of Risk, like Risk 2210 or Risk Godstorm.
Yeah, so the only catch is that anyone that we're not really familiar with, we will have to spend time explaining the rules to people.
Well, yeah.
So I think if we're going to start with it, we should start with ones that people are more likely to be familiar with, and then branch out to the weirder ones as we stream more. And just
Yeah,
dedicate an
definitely.
entire stream to one game.
Yeah, because likely we'll have to have role teaching, especially since I'm not familiar with a lot of board games.
Well, Risk 21,
Right.
was it 2210?
2210, yeah.
Yeah. That one, that takes a long time to finish.
Yeah, basically, Risk 2210 is like futuristic Risk, where you've got the board of Earth, but you also have the moon. And you have
Oh.
like cards that simulate like nukes, missile launches. You have giant robots too. It's insane.
I see.
It might as well, like, not even be Risk. It might as well be a game inspired by Risk. That's how different it
Yeah,
is.
that doesn't sound like Risk
Yeah.
anymore at that point.
But
You
it's
can
really
play it
cool.
with like standard rules, of course, too.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the other one, Risk Godstorm, is Risk, but in the ancient world where you can summon the gods of various pantheons. So if you're playing as the Babylonians, you can like summon Marduk onto the board in order to just fuck shit up.
And when you lose a piece, the piece is not removed. It goes to the underworld and it can escape.
Yep. Yeah, Godstorm is
Summoning's
really
used to
fun.
harass more mortals.
Yeah, I'll have to go through the workshop again because it's been a long time. Some of the mods may have been removed. I don't know. And when I do that, I'll make a new collection for you guys, so you can just download that for faster loading.
Who knows when copyright holders will get into weird fucking fit.
Well, it's also been years since I regularly played it.
Yeah. Still can't fucking believe, like, Lego, like, getting rid of all their games on BIM. Like, what the fuck is Lego doing here? Usually it's Nintendo and, like, Sony.
It was Nintendo, Lego, Sega, Sony, and the ESA, and it did enough damage to essentially cripple Vimslayer.
Yeah. They're still, like, a really good option, but yeah.
You should also be careful discussing that site.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? I mean, like, whoever has tabletop sim in my server, as long as I can trust you on stream, or you promise not to be a nuisance on stream, like, anyone can join. But I would love to play tabletop sim with you, or even Clubhouse games, because we never did that one-on-one that we were supposed to do. Yeah, like, I do want to go back to Deep Rock for a little bit before we do tabletop sim, at least if we're going to do it on stream.
Stone!
Rock and stone, brothers!
So, we'll figure it out. I also wouldn't mind having some guests in for Tabletop Simulator if we can get maybe someone like Kohai or even Atsumori. I'm sure Atsumori would love to play tabletop stuff with us.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, just, like, be mindful of who's present. Because, like, if Zeno is in the game, I would really prefer you don't make lewd comments, because I subject him to enough weird shit from just me being myself that he doesn't need to hear what you have to say about me. But, like, I'm really more concerned about other people in the community who I don't know as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't want anybody discussing piracy, I don't want anybody discussing politics or religion. And, I don't want people who have a habit of accidentally dropping a certain slur. The R slur, for clarity's sake. So, like... So, what I said was not really directed at you, Pon. It was more like anyone who's listening, because I don't... Maybe someone from the community is watching the VOD, I don't know. Hey, VOD Watchers, how's the future going? So, yeah, I will not...
Okay, that reminds me, one of your VODs popped up on a fucking, like, Google search I did.
One of my fellow mods in another server, when browsing YouTube, found one of my Outer Wilds VODs out of the blue.
Yeah.
It was recommended
Like,
to them.
I can understand YouTube, but, like, mine was just a general, like, Google search.
That's so wild.
Yeah, like, you just showed up. I forget what game it was, but it's for all the games he streamed. Like one of the obscure ones.
I wonder if it was the frog for whom the bell tolls.
No, it wasn't that one.
That's probably the most obscure one I've streamed, in my opinion. Just because, like, nobody talks about that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely want to do tabletop at some point. I will not have time to go through the workshop tomorrow because I'm going out with my family.
Yeah.
And I will not have time on Tuesday because I'm going out to see a movie.
Ooh. Nice.
So I'll try to find time. I might just wait until next Thursday or Friday. Because those are my days off from streaming. So I'll have more time. Because it would also probably be a good idea to go through whatever mods I have downloaded and check which ones have the instructions listed. Because the cool thing about the mods is you can actually provide instructions on how to play the games.
Yep.
But not every mod does that. Some of them just kind of expect you to already know how to play.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, we can play Joking Hazard. Or the other Side Night and Happiness card game.
Oh, yeah.
Because they made another one about dating, which is really funny. It'd be nice to have Sora on there. And oh, after we do it for a bit, I might see about getting some of the guests in. I have a good feeling that Atsumori would be, like, perfect for this. Since I know he's really big on tabletops. Yeah, I also have some silly mods just to add like immersion for the tables. So I have one mod that adds a pencil and a notepad. You can't interact with the notepad, unfortunately. But I have one that adds Coke cans.
Yeah. Perfect. I can throw them at you.
When I was briefly, when I loaded the Coke cans before, when I had a different group playing it, we did flick them at each other.
Oh, right, you can flip the table.
Yeah. I would have that locked.
Yeah, because that just ends the lobby.
It doesn't end the lobby because you can't undo it. It is an action that can be undone.
Okay.
But some servers, if you flip the table when it's not locked, you can actually get banned automatically for it.
Which is like, why the fuck isn't it locked? Like, why'd you leave it unlocked if you're just gonna ban people who do it?
Yeah. The cool thing about Tabletop Simulator is that it's like probably the best way of playing board games with friends if you don't have a lot of friends that live near you.
Yeah.
And there are some obscure fucking board games that people have brought into it.
Oh, yeah.
We own an Aliens board game, an adaptation of the film Aliens as a board game from the fucking 80s. And I found it in Tabletop Simulator.
Holy shit. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yep. It's sitting on my alien shelf all the way up at the top.
I found a mod for the Donkey Kong board game from the 80s.
Well, that's fair. That's not bad, though.
Well, yeah, not many people, like, own it anymore. I'm fairly confident the fucking Who's on First board game is in there. Because there was a board game based on the Abbott and Costello Who's on First routine. And it actually had an extra player that wasn't mentioned in the routine. Because if I remember correctly, Center Field is never named. And in the board game, they gave the name Nobody to that player.
No, I think every position is named in the bit.
No, there is one position that's never mentioned.
Huh.
But I can't remember if it was the infield, the outfield, or center field. But there is one player who does not have a name. And the board game gave them the name Nobody, which would fit the routine. I'd have to look it up. Also, speaking of that routine, I watched a video of it recently. It's kind of amazing that there are things from the 2000s that have aged like milk that were supposed to be funny. And then there's fucking Abbott and Costello from before CG, before digital editing, before digital anything, before color, and it's still one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Mm.
Like, it is actually kind of amazing to me how some really, really old comedy routines have actually aged really well.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say, I think the Three Stooges, aside from some things that were just a product of their time, the humor has actually aged really well. Most of it's physical comedy, which is always funny.
Oh, there's a few like fucking like Charlie Chaplin and stuff that's still like pretty fucking funny.
Charlie Chaplin,
Oh, yeah.
Buster Keaton, Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, they've aged really well.
Especially Buster Keaton, because he did all of his stunts by himself, or, like, he did all his own stunts, and he does them all with a straight face.
Yeah.
Like, he was famous for that. Incidentally, he actually inspired Jackie Chan. Which is why Jackie Chan did all his own stunts. Because Buster Keaton did some incredibly dangerous things.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
clips,
Like, there were people who were committed to the bit back in the day.
yeah.
I forget which Marx brother it is, the one that never talked. I think it was Harpo. There's a bit in one of the Marx Brothers films where he steals a bunch of silverware and hides them up his sleeves because he's always wearing a long coat. And a character is like shaking his hand or talking to him or something, and every time his hand is shaken, some of the silverware falls out. And he's just standing there with a suspicious look on his face as more silverware keeps falling out every time his hand is shaken. His daughter confirmed most of them were knives and he had the blades pointing towards him.
Jesus.
Yeah,
He's just doing it for fun at that point. Like,
he knew. He knew better, and he still did that.
yeah.
Turned himself into a pickle, funniest shit I've ever seen. I think the funny thing about that meme is meant to be ironic, because it's not funny.
Yeah.
And it was annoying how it was everywhere. My favorite version of that meme is the Bayonetta dub.
Like, still that one fucking meme of the guy in the haunted house, and they just added fucking like Bayonetta effects that he's like dodging the person,
I don't think I've seen that.
and he's doing like a fucking like weird ass walk too, like the stereotypical like gay walk.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to see this.
I'll find it. See if I can find it.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, did we already do Sydney Sprint?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I genuinely don't remember either.
I'm focusing so much on the conversation that I'm not really paying attention to the tracks.
Fair.
It's a YouTube short, but I did find it.
Okay. You can actually turn a short into a regular video if you delete short in the URL and replace it with watch.
Yeah, it was like watch question mark, I think.
Yeah, well, you don't even need to include the question mark because it'll automatically convert it to a video URL instead of a short. And it even includes the regular video player. It's really weird that you can do that.
Get it right? Yeah, there we go. I put it in memes.
That reminds me, there was a really weird trick you can do on YouTube at one point with the watch part of the URL, where if you did the trick, it would parse the watch as a user, and the watch user is set to automatically redirect to a specific video. Or rather, to a specific other user. Because whoever owns the watch user account had it set to a remaster account of the username 666 creepypasta video. which has HD versions of the original videos. Like the videos from the creepypasta. And it freaked the fuck out of a lot of people. But that's an old creepypasta. Chicken ah, shit. Maybe I shouldn't try to read that while I'm streaming. Chicken, Philly steak, shredded provolone bread bowl. Pasta. Ooh, getting fancy.
Bread.
Yeah, I just had leftover pizza. We went to a, we got takeout from a place called Route 66, which has some goddamn good pizza. They mostly do tavern style, from what I know, which is a large thin crust pizza cut into squares.
I had burgers last night.
Oh,
And burger.
Yeah, grilled at home, and then because I picked up my friend at work really late at night, I also got Wendy's.
Wendy's nuts were dragged across your face.
Let's see, did I do that clip right?
I
Okay,
keep
I
getting
did
you
do
with
that
those.
I did get the link right in the memes. Okay, good. Did not have time to check.
Yeah, we're going out to Texas Roadhouse tomorrow.
Actually my the town I'm in is actually about to get one of those.
That's cool. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever been there. I know it's a chain, but I don't know if I've ever been to one. I've seen them around though. I don't know which one we're going to, and I wouldn't say it if even if I did.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like there was a building that used to be a restaurant that had like a model train going around it that shut down like I think 9 years ago, and the building had just been completely abandoned for that entire time, so they tore it down and they're putting a new building there.
Oh wow.
Damn.
We're getting a lot of chains too, because we actually just got a Panera Bread like at the beginning of the year, and we're going to be getting a Chick-fil-A.
You want to get the lemonade that kills you?
I can't
Would you like
wait.
to drink battery acid?
The
For some
lemonade
reason,
with like
Starbucks decided to
300
do
grams of
their hand with that,
caffeine
yeah.
or something.
Yeah. The fucking death lemonade.
Yeah, I seem to remember the big controversy with the lemonade that kills you, which is how I'm going to refer to it as, is
Oh.
the fucking nutrition facts don't actually line up with the size of the drink.
Yeah.
So the serving size that the nutrition facts tell you is not the serving size you were given.
Yeah. So you're actually getting way more than you would think you were getting.
Yeah, and I think one person did actually die from the insane amount of caffeine they had in their system.
Yeah, that's why they had to get rid of it, because someone did actually fucking die.
Yep. I don't know why they even tried it in the first place. Like,
Well,
who the hell thought it was a good idea to put that much goddamn caffeine into one thing?
oh, I don't know. I mean, there was one time where I thought I had a caffeine addiction, and I cut out most of the caffeine in my diet, and nothing changed. So I knew I didn't have an addiction.
Yeah.
Because like I don't drink caffeinated pop anymore. I just drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and like I'm perfectly fine. But yeah,
I just
on
don't
that
like caffeine in general, because it doesn't do much for me.
dinner sounds really good. What was that?
Oh, I just don't even bother with caffeine in general, because it doesn't do anything for me, really.
So the funny thing about caffeine is caffeine doesn't wake me up or prevent me from sleeping. But I suffer from the
same.
placebo effect, so drinking coffee does help me stay awake if I want to be awake. But I mean, even decaf will wake me up. It's just that most of my favorite coffees aren't decaf. But I mean, like, there was a time where I got up at like 6 a.m. because I got woken up by someone else. I made myself a cup of coffee, decided I no longer wanted to be awake, I downed it, and then went back to bed and fell asleep immediately. Now, many years after the fact, it was pointed out to me that the caffeine hadn't hit my system yet.
Oh yeah, if you just like down it immediately.
But I will say that the 2 times I streamed with, or I played Gunfire Reborn with Kohai, where I stayed up late so I could stay for the full stream with him. I had coffee shortly before stream, so that way I could try to stay awake, and I passed out by the time we ended. So the caffeine there did not stop me from falling asleep, because I was exhausted after that. Because Kohai is an hour behind me, I think.
Behind?
It should be, yeah.
Shut up, Xeno.
Sorry, I had to.
I haven't even streamed that game yet. No one is gonna get that joke.
Oh, it's a bomb!
No, it's a ba-bomb. You're supposed to stutter. I know so many people who called them bomb-oms for years, and then I heard it pronounced in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and I went, oh my god, it's a joke name.
Yeah, I always said bomb as well, and I was like, no, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, because if you see a bomb, you're naturally going to stutter because you're afraid.
A bomb.
Yeah. And I had never heard it pronounced before until the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Yeah, because everyone just says bomb.
They say bob-omb, or if they're weird like me, they say bomb-omb with an M.
Bob.
But no, it's ba-bomb. Speaking of the Super Show, I have the complete series on DVD. I know the show has a bit of a reputation. It's not one of Deke's best, but like, I love that show. I maintain my belief that Captain Lou Albano and Danny Wells were the best live-action Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
In fact,
they did a really good job.
if the laws of science would have allowed us to bring them back from the dead, I would have demanded they were cast in the Mario movie. Sadly, neither of them lived to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But like, they were great. Especially Danny Wells as Luigi. I love his take on the character. I should watch this Super Show again. Oh, speaking of Nintendo shows, fucking Donkey Kong Country is just on Amazon Prime now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The whole series.
Oh. Okay. Thanks, Nintendo. Didn't think they
Well
knew
done.
that existed.
Yeah, we were actually talking about it, I think the last time Yujaya was on, I think, or it may have been Dennis, but we mentioned that, something was up with Donkey Kong's voice actor, because, like, when he was singing, my god, could he belt it out.
Yeah. I've seen some of the clips. Like, I haven't watched the show, but I've seen some of the songs, and holy shit, he actually sings really good.
The song's lyrics are mostly just, you know, standard kid show fare, but Donkey Kong's singing is what sells them so much.
Yeah.
Because he's genuinely an amazing singer. And I don't know why he goes so hard on it. And then there's Diddy's voice actor, who tries to keep up the Diddy voice while he's singing, and he just can't do it.
Yeah, which is just kind of a bad idea.
Yeah, usually if you can't keep up a character voice while singing, you'll get another voice actor who's specifically your singing voice. That happens in a lot of animated films.
Yeah.
Like Aladdin, in the film Aladdin, his voice actor does not sing for him. But funnily enough, his singing voice was in the film version of the musical Rent.
Really?
Yeah, the song where they're at the AIDS roundtable, where it's just like a support group for people with AIDS. One of the singers there is Aladdin's singing voice.
Oh.
His name's Aaron something, I forget his last name. If I remember correctly. Now I really want to watch the Super Show again. I haven't watched it in forever. There's a few old shows that I want to watch again.
Oh, fuck.
And one of them is Red Dwarf. I also never saw the stuff after Back to Earth. I only saw a couple episodes.
I've heard Red Dwarf was still pretty good.
The first, like, 4 seasons are peak. Season 5 and 6 are okay. 7 and 8 kind of aren't that great. But they're not bad. They're still funny at times. Then there's the Back to Earth special, which is actually a Blade Runner parody.
Yeah.
Which was pretty okay. And then they brought back the series after that to continue off from Back to Earth. And I saw a couple episodes that were decently funny, but it definitely wasn't the same show that I grew up with.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the original Red Dwarf show is it actually has aged well. Because they had the foresight to run most of the jokes between the 2 black leads first. To make sure, like, hey, this joke isn't, like, offensive, is it? Because Red Dwarf was a sitcom, a sci-fi sitcom in the UK where 2 of the main characters were black, and that was pretty big for the time. It was, oh no, Chris Berry was Rimmer. Who was Lister? That was Dave, I think his name's Charles something. As Lister, and Danny John Jules as Cat. Zeno, do you need to bug out again?
Yeah.
Alright.
The part of your head's blocking chat, and now all I can think of is the fucking meme of like, get your big ass horns out of the caption.
This jungle Gazam didn't get in. Fuck that guy. Oh, Captain Lou was Trump support. Wait, what's wrong with John Leguizamo? I don't know anything about him. I know he insisted he was the only Luigi, but I don't know anything about him. I don't know the politics of every actor I've seen and watched, so sometimes I think it's better if I don't know.
Yeah. Nicely. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I see. I didn't know about that with John Leguizamo. He kind of sounds like a fucking dick shitter now.
Yeah.
So while I'm waiting for Xeno, I'm just checking my messages, and I don't want to give like specific details, but someone apparently buried pipe bombs filled with chemicals at 3 different locations, and they're set to go off.
Oh. Huh. Watch for buried pipe bombs, I guess?
Yeah, I don't think this is my area. I do not recognize that area name.
So then, like, where is this?
Well, it's somewhere in Chicago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Stay classy, Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, while we're waiting for Zeno, I'm going to play that video. Yeah, I don't think should be volume is low. Alright. I'm not gonna put it on stream, I just want to see it. Oh. I fucking clicked on mute, what the hell?
You do, did you? Ha! So close. That all you've got? You're making it easy. Don't make me think. Is that all you've got?
I've seen this before! Holy shit, I've seen that before. I thought I lost that video. Oh my god. Person doing the gayest walk I've ever seen to just avoid a killer.
Gayest walk I have ever seen is certainly a phrase to unmute and hear.
Talking about the meme I sent and
Yeah, it's in the mute chat.
like server.
Ah, okay.
Or the meme chat.
You send it in the mute chat.
I did. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. And that's fine. Also, Zeno, while you were away, I was checking messages. What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
Okay, well, we'll continue. I think we're fine, because I don't recognize that area name.
But, yeah.
So, like...
I actually don't know where that is. I'm gonna look that up.
Wherever it is, I've never been over there. So, I do not recognize that name at all.
I guess you don't need to worry about the secret pipe bombs.
Yeah. But, like, I know the names around.
It's out the northwest side.
Ah, okay.
If you've ever been to the Garfield Park Conservatory, out near that.
Yeah, I don't want to, like, specifically comment on how close I am to that, but... That name is not a name that I recognize. I don't know if I've been to Garfield Park.
I've been to that conservatory. It's actually really, really nice. They have a giant room, just full of plants and butterflies. Ooh. And you will get swarmed by butterflies if you walk in that room.
I don't know if I've been there.
But while I was down there, covering up Bandit and Peaches for the night, our dad was telling me that the next 2 Avengers movies, the names got confirmed, and so did the directors, and some plot details, as well as the casting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. has been cast as Victor Von Doom.
Oh,
But
The
Well-
Russo brothers are back, and the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, has been renamed to Avengers Doomsday, and it has been confirmed that it will feature the Fantastic Four.
yeah, that makes sense,
interesting.
considering there's going to be a Fantastic Four movie.
Yep.
Hey, we might finally get a good one.
Yeah,
Honestly, I hope we do, because they tried twice, and my god, they failed.
They
twice.
tried 3 times. The first time didn't come out.
Oh, that's right.
There was a really weird live-action one that had a really awful Thing costume that never actually came out, even though I think it was completed.
It's finished. You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, if I remember
Amazing.
correctly, it never released in theaters because it had awful test audience reception.
There's also, I think, just trying. I don't think they even ever planned to release it. If we're talking about the same one, talking about like the really old one, right?
It's the one from like the 80s or 90s, I think. It may be older than that.
I think it was almost like it might have been late 70s actually.
I just know that it's really old and it never released in theaters.
Yeah, I don't think they ever actually planned on releasing it, but the actors got really into it, so they kept one of them kept like a taping.
Yeah, and
I remember hearing like the actors went around in their costumes to advertise the movie, and the studio got into a fit about that because they're like, we're not releasing this.
then there's the first Fox film, which, funnily enough, did have Chris Evans as Human Torch, who would later redeem himself as Steve Rogers. And that one was okay. And then there was Rise of the Silver Surfer, which was a film.
One of the films of all time.
And then they tried to revive it again, and I believe... was it Michael B. Jordan who played Human Torch in that one?
Yep. I believe
Yeah,
so.
who got to redeem himself in the MCU as Killmonger for Black Panther. And I do know it was kind of weird to even cast him as Human Torch in the first place because he's supposed to be Invisible Woman's brother. And he's black and Invisible Woman was white, so that's kind of an odd casting choice.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they changed for that film because I never saw it. I just know it was supposed to be hot trash.
It's one of the movies of all
I've
time.
seen some clips, and dear God, it makes the first Fantastic Four film look like a masterpiece.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it was fucking atrocious.
So, like, I know the MCU is kind of the big Marvel thing, but I do think there were some decent older Marvel media that were, like, film-ish type things.
Yeah.
Like, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man film, Spider-Man 2 is fucking amazing.
Yeah, those films were genuinely good.
And I
I
actually
don't know what
liked
fuck
the first
happened
two
to
X-Men
Spider-Man 3,
films.
though, but
Spider-Man 3 wasn't completely awful. It just wasn't that good.
yeah.
But I liked the first two X-Men films, and then X-Men First Class was really good.
Yeah, like that's pretty MCU stuff.
There's the Blade movies, too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
I've
if
seen a little bit of the first one, and it looked fucking
The
amazing.
first Blade was great.
the first one is really good.
I don't think the new one's gonna be any good.
If it even comes out.
But yeah,
It's
it's in
gonna
development
have to.
hell.
They're kind of having to like pause everything because it needs to come out for the story to continue.
Yeah,
Either
they
that
had
or
to
they'll just
they had to
cancel
pause
it
it because of the
and
writer's
re-record
strike and the actor's strike.
Uh,
Because those
The
happen
lead actor
concurrently.
also threatened to quit.
Oh, well, isn't he like a fucking asshole?
That
Wait, no,
I
I'm
don't
thinking of Wesley Snipes. He's the one who's an asshole.
But yeah, the lead actor for the new Blade film, I think, threatened to quit if they didn't just fucking settle on a goddamn script or writer, because so many writers came in with like shitty scripts and then left the project.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think it needs to come out for them to progress because it's like integral for the storyline they want to do.
Yeah, because the voice you hear
Well,
at the end of
I mean-
Eternals is Blade.
Yeah.
I mean, the storyline they wanted to do originally focused on Kang, and they just fucking scrapped that entirely.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm going to see Deadpool and Wolverine on Tuesday, which is technically an MCU film now. I don't care about the broader MCU. I just want to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again. And Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, because I do like him as Deadpool.
Heard it's getting pretty decent reviews.
I saw it get 2 negative critic reviews from the New York Times and Chicago Tribune, and I know better than to take those reviews seriously, because they hate every superhero film, even the good ones.
Yeah.
2 things you should never trust from standard film critics are superhero movie reviews and zombie movie reviews,
Yeah.
because they're nearly always negative, even the good ones.
They really have something out for those 2 genres.
Because they're not cinema. I didn't mean to use that immediately, but that's fine.
Nice. Speaking of movies, I cannot wait for Alien Romulus to come out.
Even if that movie isn't good, I'm still gonna have mad respect for them because they don't make movies like they used to, but they're making Romulus like they used to.
Yeah.
Romulus was shot in chronological order, so as like characters were killed off, those actors left the set permanently,
Yeah.
Yep.
and they're using, like, from what I know, about 95% practical effects.
Yeah, like, gotta give them real, like, massive props for making them like they used to.
Yeah. And I mean, the director, I have no idea how the fuck to pronounce his name, but he outright stated that his inspiration for the film was Alien Isolation.
Yeah, and you can tell
And-
looking at the trailer.
Yeah, like, you can see the fucking save stations from Alien Isolation in the trailer,
Yeah.
which is nuts to think about.
And Alien Isolation is really good.
I still think they should turn it into an
Yeah.
animated film and just get the same cast. Like, just adapt it as is with the same cast, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I still need to play Isolation.
Speaking of, didn't a Disney leak reveal
Stuck in it.
Aliens Fireteam Elite 2?
Yep.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going in a very different direction, though, unfortunately.
Oh,
what
is
are
it?
they doing?
Yeah, it's basically a hero shooter instead of
The fuck?
being like
Why?
custom loadouts and whatnot.
Well,
Yeah.
that's lame. Well,
So,
maybe
like,
it'll be okay.
All the various
Yeah, like-
classes you can play as have preset characters, like preset
Okay,
names, preset loadouts.
I guess that could be decent though, because the characters can have a lot more personality if they're preset.
Yeah, it definitely could be decent.
Like,
It's just
I can
kind of
see it
annoying
being
that they're removing all the customization.
Yeah. Because, like, that was one downside always a downside of custom characters in those kind of games, is you lose personality.
Yeah, but you don't even get to like swap your loadouts. So like whatever
Yeah.
shotgun the like technician has, that's what you're stuck with.
I'm guessing there'll probably be a lot more classes to make up for that as well.
From what I know, it's the same number of classes so
Oh.
far.
Well, I mean, the nice thing is that does allow us to actually have like character interactions out of Left 4 Dead 2 or Team
Yeah,
Fortress
like
2.
that's what I was
Yeah.
meaning by like personalities, because they'll actually have like be able to interact with each other and stuff.
So yeah, I think it's too early
It's too early,
to
like John.
criticize
It really is. And based on the wording in the leak as well, like it is very, very early. So that could just be the concept rather
Yeah.
than the actual like product.
It's kind of like how COD Zombies switched to like having your custom characters and lost all personality, but now they're switching back in Black Ops 6 to set
Oh,
characters.
really?
Yeah, because yeah, Cold War Zombies had to use your multiplayer characters, so there was no character interactions between each other, like the characters. Which, you know, that's one of the like major things in COD Zombies in most of those horde style shooters. But they're switching back to set characters for Black Ops 6.
I still remember when people were like, wait, there was a Black Ops 5, and then I found out that Cold War was actually Black Ops 5.
Cold War is actually pretty good, honestly. I had fun with it. Zombies is fun. The multiplayer is pretty decent. And it was pre having all the very fucky skins.
Just too many CODs. Well, it's an annual franchise.
Yeah, you know, it really shouldn't be. I'd rather them stick with one game for longer.
No franchise should have annual releases, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the next Pokemon isn't coming out until 2026. The next, like, numbered entry.
Oh, mainline.
Mainline, yeah.
I feel like, isn't Legend of Sea supposed to come out next year?
Well, that's also from the side team. But yeah, supposedly Gen 10 is not coming out until 2026.
I mean, yeah, fair. Plus, Legend Z is a pretty big release.
Yeah, the Pokemon Company did say that they would reevaluate their release schedule after the disastrous launch of Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
I still maintain my belief that Scarlet and Violet are good games hidden underneath the performance problems.
Oh, I agree. I haven't beaten them yet, but I'm going through the Pokemon games. Oops, chronologically no. And playing Let's Go.
I need to get back to the DLC for Violet.
I never finished the second DLC, and I need to.
I never finished Sword and Shield's DLC, so I'm gonna go back once I get to those games. Because right now I'm playing.
Oh, I
Pokemon
didn't
Red.
even do Sword and Shield's DLC. I started it and then just stopped.
I finished our Isle of Armor, I think.
Because Power World kind of fell off really hard.
Y'all do not want to hear me talk about Pal World. I would like to stop talking about Pal World.
Yeah,
No one will let me.
I have strong opinions about it too, but it fell off very, very hard.
The only thing that I want to say is, regardless of who's right and who's wrong about stealing models, stealing ideas, or whatnot, the founder of Pocket Pair has outright stated he does not want to be original. He wants other people to be original so he can copy them. No matter what you say about the game itself, that is what he actually believes. I cannot vibe with that mindset.
But like, I still see people talk about Scarlet and Violet quite often, but like, I have not heard anything about Power World until you mentioned it, Lizard.
There was a big update that was announced at the Summer Games Fest.
Oh, I didn't even know.
I don't know any details about it because I muted that segment.
That's fair.
But yeah, I did see a lot of like really shitty comments from people under Pokemon related posts going like, we're playing Pal World now. And I haven't seen that in a while.
Same.
They all probably moved on to the Elden Ring DLC.
Yeah. I just feel like the concept in general too is very dry and boring. Of just it's Pokemon, but the guns.
Well,
Like that sounds like something someone would come up with in 2010.
it's not even Pokemon with guns, it's Arc with Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if I wanted to shoot Pokemon with realistic guns, I would just play Gmod.
You mean the Skibbity toilet game?
I am
Oh,
going
God.
to
Sorry,
physically strangle you. You deserve that, Lightning.
Look, coins.
I deserve death for that joke.
This was not Skibbity Riz, Ohio Phantom Tax, baby girl.
You fucking what, mate?
I don't know what I just said.
He said something.
It's like he's trying to speak to me, I just know it.
I can still hear his voice.
The fuck is a pendulum? That's my favorite fucking Yu-Gi-Oh meme. I can still hear his voice. What the fuck is a pendulum?
Or the fucking gay, homosexual gay.
That's the other version.
Also, did you hear speaking of the cursing name, did you hear the fucking news about that?
About what?
Skibbity toilet?
Yeah.
Did you hear the news, Spike?
What the fuck?
See, if I don't
Like-
answer, we don't have to keep talking about it.
Well, too bad. Michael Bay is going to be directing a Skibbity toilet movie.
I know.
And TV show.
But he's in talks at the moment. It's not actually happening yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
still,
it-
the fact
it's both.
is... They're gonna have to get the guy who made its permission? I guess they probably would.
Supposedly that guy is really anal about copyright, though, because he copyrighted... He set up the theme song to Skibbity Toilet with Content ID, even though it's a remix and a mashup.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have a hard time getting that guy's permission. Oops.
Oh, fuck.
Also, this is just par for the
both
course
fucked it
for
up.
Michael Bay, because most of his movies are slop. He's had a couple, a very small amount of good films.
Yeah,
Like, the first Transformers film, really good.
yeah,
Immediately fell off a
Genuinely
cliff with the
good
second one.
yeah.
What was it called? The Rock? Not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the film, The Rock.
Yeah, but the movie, The Rock.
Yeah. That one is also really, really good. I think that was Michael Bay.
It was.
Bumblebee was good, though. No, the first Transformers is good. I don't, wait, is there a film called Transformers Bumblebee?
There's a film called
There's a movie just called Bumblebee. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the new continuity for Transformers. They rebooted the franchise, movie franchise.
Okay.
Because
I'm still
Bumblebee
so
and
mad.
Transformers Beast Wars are in the new continuity.
And
Alright.
there's some new like animated Transformers movie where they fucking replaced Peter Cullen as Optimus.
He has voiced Optimus in every single one of his appearances. Except for this one.
Damn.
Yep.
Also, Beast Wars is pretty
Like
good.
he is Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
And they fucking replaced him with Chris Hemsworth.
like that's the voice you think of when you think of Optimus Prime.
Autobots, roll out and file the divorce papers. Autobots, roll out and yank my little wiener.
If I get the chance, I'd actually recommend watching Beast Wars. It's pretty fun.
Computer's retiring? I don't know about that. As in, I literally do not know because I don't follow him or anything. I didn't mean to use that immediately.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Also, for some reason, Transformers and GI Joe are now just like canon to each other.
What the fuck?
Of course. They're making a new G.I. Joe game. It's a beat 'em up.
Interesting.
That
It
could
actually doesn't look
work.
that bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's from the Streets of Rage 4 devs. Or, no, it's from the Shredder's, or TMNT Shredder's Revenge devs. Is that the same people?
I don't know much about GI Joe and Transformers past the like newer stuff, so I wouldn't really.
You
know,
always
so
kind of have been. I don't know.
I mostly know the Transformers games and the live action movies.
I watched Transformers Animated when it aired on Cartoon Network, and I remember it being really good.
I love
And they
the
make TMNT roguelite that looks kind of Hades-ish. I heard about that.
I'm excited to see how the TMT Last Ronin game turns out as well.
Also, Simki, have you played the Max Payne games?
I have played some of Max Payne 1.
Okay. Because, like, I recently
I own-
started Max Payne 3.
I own them on PC, and I'm planning on playing them on my Windows XP computer.
You definitely should. You don't need to play Max Payne 3. Max
Yeah.
Payne 3 has pretty damn good gameplay. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
But you have to sit through the insufferable writing. Not only are there a lot of slurs in it, because of course there are, but it's got Rockstar writing, which apparently normally isn't all that bad, but they just made an exception for Max Payne 3 for whatever reason. I had to pause the game because I physically recoiled at the line, "It's like Baghdad with G-strings." Because that is such an awful line.
Yeah, what? Oh my...
Why am I so hungry? What the fuck? I just realized how hungry I am.
Oh, you bitch!
Yeah. It was funny, I tried installing the physical discs I have on the Max Payne games on modern Windows. Max Payne 1 literally cannot be installed because its installer is 16-bit.
Oh!
And Max Payne 2 just didn't turn on.
Amazing.
Like, it actually installed and just didn't boot. I even installed a patch, and it still just didn't boot.
See, I played them on original Xbox.
Yeah. I'm doing PC because I have the hardware for it. And
Sorry, I yawned and I didn't hear you.
they run quite a bit better on Windows XP's hardware. I mean, as long as you have good Windows XP hardware.
Yeah.
Like my surprisingly beefy XP laptop.
Speaking of computer problems, Kohai had to cancel a stream on another website. I'm not going to say which one. Because
I don't think you can.
Windows 11.
Yeah.
I even told him it was a
I love
Windows
Windows
11
11.
moment. Windows 11 is so bad. So many people I know have swapped back to Windows 10.
Yeah. I would do Linux, but the loss of compatibility is a lot.
It's probably not as significant as you'd think.
It's significant enough for the obscure as fuck programs I use.
Okay, yeah, fair.
That is true.
Because I use a lot of old Windows programs that still work, and they don't work on Linux, so...
Well, I mean, if you want to dip your toes in the Linux, you could always get a Steam Deck.
Yeah, true. But I also have a massively beefy computer.
True, but then you could take Steam Deck with you when you travel. Why did I think I missed a word there. I think I missed a word there.
You can take Steam Deck with you when you travel.
You can take Steam Deck with you when you travel. I am good with words. Khajiit can take Steam Deck with him when he travels. You know, like,
Yeah, I just use too much obscure software that's made for Windows.
I would genuinely recommend a Steam Deck, though.
Oh yeah, I know they're good. I just don't have too much reason to own one.
The Steam Deck is actually what revitalized my interest in PC gaming to the point that I've actually been playing games on my laptop instead of my Steam Deck every now and then.
Yeah, nice.
After not playing PC games much at all since 2015. Oh, there's another yawn. Oh. I felt my soul
Yeah, for
leave my
some
body.
games, though, playing them on a Steam Deck does have some unfortunate side effects. Like, there's one glitch for Jurassic World Evolution 2. I don't know if it ever got fixed, but if you're not on the beta client for the Steam OS, your dinosaurs just turn into fucking accordions.
Oh my.
And no one quite knows why, and as far as I'm aware, it has not been fixed yet.
You could always
Some issues.
try it and find out.
Yeah, I love weird PC issues, like installing Asterix and Obelix XXL2 the physical French copy I got. I couldn't install it on my XP computer because my XP computer didn't have the right codes for it, pretty much, because it didn't have regional codes. But my Windows 10 computer could install it. So I had to install it on my Windows 10 computer, but it didn't run there, so I had to take the files off the Windows 10 computer and return them to the XP computer. And then it worked.
Fuck.
So I had to install it
Alrighty, then.
on a modern Windows computer and then transfer it back to the 2003 laptop.
Helps to have a map.
Amazing.
Thank you, Lizardman, for letting us know that it
got a
does help
freeze
to
frame
have
of Iggy's face just taking up my entire screen at the end of that. Yeah, physical PC gaming is an absolute nightmare now.
Yep, and it's only being made worse.
Yep. I tried installing a lot of my physical disks on PC and got to Crysis literally could not install itself. What else? Total or one of the Warhammer RTSs. It's not Total War. It's one of the other ones. It literally couldn't install itself because it was looking for a 2007 install of Steam.
Oh.
That doesn't exist. So it just kept saying Steam not found. Again, Max Payne 1 just literally couldn't be installed. Same with Diablo 2. Warcraft 3 was also unable to get past its installer. What else? There's a couple others I tried. Oh yeah, Riven was also 16-bit installer.
Oh, what's with all the yawns right now? Why am I suddenly yawning?
Because yeah, back then a lot of companies just did a 16-bit installer because why would you need it to be 32-bit? It's just a game installer. Even if the game was 32-bit. That led to a lot of problems in the future though, because companies stopped supporting 16-bit programs completely. So those games literally just cannot be installed unless you're running Windows XP or something previous.
That's nuts.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Hell, even old PC gaming sometimes has problems. Like my Windows 98 laptop, I tried to install the original Command & Conquer on it. And the game installs fine, but there's no sound. Because I don't have a compatible sound card.
I have Descent 2 on disc, and I run it through DOSBox, and I have music but no sound effects.
Yeah. Because yeah, the original Command & Conquer really wants specific Windows 98 era sound cards, and does not like it when you have something else. So it just kind of doesn't play any sound, which is really unfortunate because it runs amazingly on the thing.
What was another yawn?
It's where I prefer to play it, because trying to play the original Command & Conquer on Windows 11 required me to install a fucking source code rebuild.
Oh.
Oh.
Because the game itself would not run.
What's with all the red shells?
That would be like
That's a lot of green shells.
I mean, I pretty much had to patch every single Command & Conquer game because they're all completely broken, thanks to EA.
I wish companies actually gave a damn about their games. I wasn't even
Yeah.
in first.
Did you get hit by two
Command &
blue
Conquer-
shells?
I get hit by
Command & Conquer
one.
4, as much as people hate Command & Conquer 4, it's going to be lost at some point. It's going to become lost media. It's an online-only game.
Oh.
And due to people not caring about it, it's probably never going to get community servers or a patch once its servers die. They're already barely functional too. It took me 7 attempts to log into the servers when I first downloaded the game.
You know,
Oh,
the entire
God.
ESA is against preservation because they think it's just copyright infringement.
Yeah.
It's really shitty.
No Twitch. I don't think I want to use Hour of Yoda screaming.
I don't think you'd want to. We only have 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Zeno, do you really want Rosalina's Ice World?
No, I just want everyone to suffer.
Fair point.
Oh, what? While I was checking my messages when Xena was away, one of my friends sent me a screenshot of my Twitch title saying, "I keep clicking it, but nothing happens. You gotta fix it."
Also, shout out to Command and Conquer 4, originally supposed to be a have been a free-to-play Korean exclusive game.
What the fuck?
That's why it's like literally nothing like any other Command and Conquer game, because it was literally just a free-to-play Korean exclusive game that one of EA Studios was working on, and EA just went, "We need a Command and Conquer 4. That seems good enough."
Thanks, EA.
That sounds like EA.
Yeah, it was very much not good enough. And there's a reason it killed the franchise.
There's another yawn. It's
Another
two
weird thing
yawns recently.
Game is I was trying to see if the co-op function with a friend, and some random person just joined my co-op lobby I made, or the co-op chat room I made, and was like, "You want to play co-op now?" I was like, "Who the fuck are you?
What the fuck?
What game was that?
Like, why are you here, and why are you demanding to play co-op with me?" Command and Conquer 4.
Oh. I don't know if I should say what I want to say. I don't know if I should talk about, things that happened in other streams when, I'm a moderator in said stream.
I don't know.
Probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah. There is something that I've seen happen related to that, so I'll just tell you, afterwards.
Thank you.
But it is related to,
I see.
something like that.
I think it was someone yelling at this person to play with them.
Kinda.
Oh.
Like, it's nothing that was like an actual mod action or anything. It was very public in the stream. I just don't know if I should talk about it because it was kind of an informal mod action. You know what? It wasn't really a mod action, so I'm just going to say it. When Kohai did his Mario Party stream, someone came in and kept asking him to stop blocking the room code so he could see what it was.
Oh.
Because Ryuko was delayed in joining the game. And
Oh, that person wanted
the guy was like,
that.
"Dude, room code, show me." And I said, "This isn't an open lobby." And he's like, "Oh, okay," and then he left.
Oh. Fuck, okay.
I don't understand why there are people who, like, go to streamers who they've never spoken to before playing a game and like, "Can you play with me?"
Like, I get looking for people to play with, but put out a fucking LFG, don't go to random streamers.
Another streamer, when they were playing Dune 2016, a dude came in and kept asking to play the game with her.
Multiplayer?
Dune 2016 had a multiplayer mode.
It
Yeah,
has a PvP.
yeah, and the guy apparently wanted to play with her.
Okay.
And she kept saying that she wasn't going to play the multiplayer, and he kept saying, "Okay, but when you do, let me join."
What?
He just
Like-
didn't get it.
They're literally... Doom 2016 multiplayer was just mediocre at best. Like... There's nothing special. Like, it's also pretty much dead.
Holy shit, I made it to the ice again. Yeah, it is funny though with Twitch, it's just how weird Twitch chatters can be sometimes. I'm not gonna name names, especially because I've forgotten a lot of the names, but I distinctly remember seeing a guy get into an argument with a bot because the bot timed him out for posting the link.
I've seen that happen before. That's always fun to watch.
He literally says they're bots.
My personal favorite weird Twitch chatter moment ever was a streamer who actually made use of the rerun feature, who ran a rerun of one of her streams, and a guy came in and started insulting her and reacting to the rerun, not knowing it was a rerun. And he was just insulting her and trying to get a rise out of her and got really mad when she wouldn't respond to him. And apparently the streamer had noticed this. The streamer had noticed this and was just watching him get really, really angry that she was ignoring him.
Like, sir, this is a pre-recorded video. It's like getting mad at a fucking VHS tape.
It's like when there was a comment that had to have been from a kid watching PewDiePie that said, "Okay, PewDiePie, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do my laundry." Okay, I'm back. It was a comment on a YouTube video. It wasn't a live stream.
It's live to him. PewDiePie is actively streaming just for that child.
PewDiePie is rapidly approaching your location.
I don't know if I want that.
Does anyone?
Not after the bridge.
I just want to ask you, it's off stream. Yeah. It'd be like, I don't know what's up with Twitch chat sometimes, because I have just seen some weird chatters. All of you guys have been, like, pleasant. I thank you all for that.
Next time you stream a single player game, I'm just gonna repetitively ask you if I can join. Come on, Spike. Let me join you in Ocarina of Time. The Majora's Mask. Come on.
You know, at some point I would love to do like a race stream with an old game like that.
That'd be cool.
I'm always up for Super Metroid races. Or
We do
Metroid
something
Prime.
that I'm actually good at.
I think the only game I'm familiar enough to do a race with is some Mario Galaxy.
You know, I've never done a full second playthrough of it.
Really?
I've only played through it the one time. I did not finish my Switch playthrough.
Huh. I prefer the Wii version, but...
Same. I'm probably gonna stream it at some point, and I'll probably just stream the Wii version, honestly.
I fucking threw a banana while we were in the air, and I just fucking slammed and hit Wiggler with it.
I think I threw a banana at myself in the air.
God, I am so hungry.
Oh. That's a wall.
Identifying walls.
This is a wall.
God damn, I got some air on that banana.
Bananas!
Banang.
Very annoying.
Oh, speaking of, the third Telltale Sam & Max season is finally getting the remaster treatment.
Yo.
Took fucking forever for that to come out. Once it's out and I'm able to get it, I'm gonna do a Sam & Max series playthrough on stream.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start with Save the World.
Breakfast.
Not Save the World, I'm gonna start with Hit the Road. Sam and Max are gaming's best gay couple.
Oh yeah.
They are actually married.
Yeah. They're like canonically a couple, I think.
Steve Purcell, from what I know, hasn't directly confirmed it, but he said it's up to interpretation, which is usually the way of confirming it without saying anything.
Yeah, the interpretation is pretty heavily yes, especially with the comics.
Well, I mean, like, there are so many videos of Sam and Max being gay for a certain period of time, and it's just all the moments of them flirting with each other.
Yeah.
Someone told me that he confirmed that every single instance of them flirting is genuine and not a joke.
I mean, it
All
makes sense.
I think we have enough time for one more set of races.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then I need to eat. And then I need to shower. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. We're going to Texas Roadhouse, like I said. Which I don't think I've ever been to. But
Better
I
get to
love me
Texas.
some steaks. What was
Make
that?
sure to purchase. Make sure to purchase Texas.
I don't want it. I just hope I'll be able to like walk normally tomorrow because Zeno and I mowed the. I don't know what I just said. Zeno and I mowed the lawns today, and I had to come in slightly early because I got a headache, and that's usually a sign I'm about to get heat stroke
Oh, yeah.
or heat
Probably a
exhaustion.
good idea not to get heat stroke.
Yeah, I was nearly done anyway, so it wasn't like that bad. But I was really annoyed that I wasn't able to stay out long enough to finish my part because we take turns on the lawns. Like it's more than one lawn tomorrow, and Zeno and I have it split up a certain way that's mostly even. And the way we do it, I finish first. And I was so close. Because I only had one small part left, but I got a headache, and that means I have to go inside. And the headache didn't clear up until a while. Yeah, I actually had to take something for it because it wouldn't go away.
No.
You know, while we were out there, I found out that there's another yellow jacket nest in the roof of our garage.
Yeah, and the last time there was a nest in there, I had to come inside and couldn't help because my anxiety got set off. Because there were a lot of yellow jackets. I seem to remember... Zeno, how did you describe the garage when you guys closed the doors?
All you could hear was the buzzing noise from all the yellow jackets in the nest.
Also,
It
my
was
tongue.
deafening.
My
Those guys
tongue
really
is now
like to-
hurting.
Like to make their nests in the worst possible fucking spots.
Yep, yellow jackets are also assholes, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, that spot
These
where I
ones
bit
were
my...
chill, thankfully.
The spot where I bit my tongue now hurts.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's starting to heal, which means I'm actually going to feel the pain now.
damn. Well, not damn I'm healing, but damn I'm feeling the pain.
Oh, yeah. I bit it really hard.
It could be simply from you talking so much that you've like agitated the wound slightly.
Possibly. Well, I didn't feel like I needed to cancel stream because I could still talk. Hopefully it'll be fine once I go to bed, because I'm not really going to be talking.
Yeah.
As long as I can have food tomorrow. I'm more concerned about being able to walk.
Understandable.
Because I am reaching the point where my body is starting to show its age. And I am not used to physical activity. I haven't exercised in a while. And the lawn's take an awful lot of effort from me. Because lawnmowers are heavy.
We mow. The lawnmower is kind of heavy, and we mow technically 3 properties worth of grass.
Oh, you hit me in Metal Bar, you got the second place.
Oh,
Lamel. Yeah, like, Zeno even aches after mowing the lawn sometimes. I
yeah,
think.
this time I don't think I'm gonna ache, but sometimes I do. And that's even with me being out of shape from my taiko drumming that I used to do. Because I'm no longer in that drumming conditioning. So, manual labor can actually get to me now.
And I'm just not used to it because I haven't exercised so much in my life.
I did not let go of drift, you stupid fucking game.
Shit.
Yeah.
Coconut Cafe.
Coconut gun.
CG. Coconut gun. There may be a fly.
Okay, I wanted that to hit the sign. Thanks, game, for not fucking throwing it when I wanted to.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention to everyone, I've taken a bit of a break from the Yakuza series for a bit. Just until around my birthday, and then I'm gonna get the remastered collection for PS4. But I have been playing Twilight Princess again, and it's been 2 fucking years since I last played it, because it's normally an annual replay for me.
Oh. Yeah, I've been a bit behind on that annual.
Yeah, well, the last time I played it was when I streamed it in 2022.
Ah.
And I just never played it again.
That's assuming the date on the save file is correct, because the battery in our GameCube is dead, so it can't exactly keep the date and time consistent.
True.
I still need to get everything I need in order to fix that.
I am fairly confident it is accurate, simply because since I started streaming, I, Sorry, there was a fly on me.
Check the mod rates if you streamed it.
I have bits of dead fly on me.
Oh, god.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you kill a fly?
Yeah, he landed on my thumb.
Death.
Obliterated.
My GameCube's time battery is working, but that's mainly because it's heavily modified, so the person replaced it.
Yeah. It's actually a relatively simple fix. You just need to desolder and resolder a battery in place.
Yeah, there's also a mod that you can add to make it so it's just a normal battery holder. So you don't
Oh shit,
need to do
really?
soldering. Yeah. My Dreamcast has that.
I might look into that. This technically isn't our GameCube though, it's from a friend of mine. And he just gave me the GameCube when our old one just kind of up and died.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, his exact words were, "You can keep it until I need it again," and then he never needed it again.
Yeah, because he modified his Wii, so...
Yeah, but technically we're borrowing it. It's just more of a permanent borrow. I don't think he's ever going to ask for it back.
Nah, I
wouldn't
highly doubt
mind
it.
Being modded for the better.
He would mod it anyway. So.
Yeah. Because, like, that's just a nice thing to do to it, so you don't have to solder it every time you need to change the battery, especially since those modern batteries don't last as long.
Yep.
They're literally not designed to last as long.
Yeah, like, I replaced my Dreamcast one with, like, a random watch battery, and it lasted for, like, a week.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Well, they're also not designed to really last as long as they need to.
That is true.
Because the ones that they use in the consoles are designed to last a really long time. But they don't make those anymore, really.
Nothing's designed to last. Everything is meant to be replaced. It's called planned obsolescence. Started with the car industry and got moved to other industries.
Yep. Fuck blind obsolescence.
I remember when we were doing a when I had a mass media class in hang on, something toothless.
Yeah.
Oh, when we had a mass media class in college, my professor was talking about something. I forget what exactly. And I said, "Oh, that it was like an interesting service we had to use where you could watch a video and then comment on things, and it would show up under that part of the video." And he said he got to something about how cars used to be made, how they're not designed to last. And I said, "Oh, that's like planned obsolescence, which is where you design something so it's not meant to last, so people have to replace it." And then the next words out of my professor's mouth were, "This is called planned obsolescence."
Yeah.
That was a very interesting class to take, because I had a decent amount of insight into modern internet culture compared to my classmates. But I remember we actually covered AI, we covered Hatsune Miku. We covered a lot of stuff. It's a pretty good class.
I think I took a class from, I think it was actually the same class.
Some class, different
And
professor.
rather than being in my room at my desk for the class when we were on the topic of video games, I moved my laptop into our game room. So when my camera was on, you just see this wall of video games behind me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Blueberry.
And when we had to give
Hey, hon.
presentation, I of course was part of the group covering video games. So as we were giving the presentation, I was just like talking about various consoles, like picking up the console and then just showing everyone it, rather than having pictures in the PowerPoint.
Yeah, I had that professor for a different class, and I remember Zeno telling me about this, what happened when the professor was like, "Okay, state your name, what school, which one of the colleges you go to, and your pronouns." And then there was one guy who had to be that guy.
Oh god.
Oh god, yeah, he said his name, said which school he was a part of, and then said that he doesn't do that pronoun shit.
But they come with your existing. Shut up.
Yeah, had I been in the
like when I
class,
called
I would
him-
have exclusively referred to him as pronouns McGee.
Yeah, we were calling him pronouns McGee in DMs. Because I was just complaining about him. Just like...
Yeah, see, if I was in that class, not only would I have called him pronouns McGee, I would have called him non-binary to really get under his skin, because if you have no pronouns, clearly you're non-binary.
Yeah.
Like, that's how language works. Dipshit. Apparently he was also just a nuisance in general. Like, not doing anything.
Sounds it.
Goobers, hope the stream has been fun. Yeah, this is, I think, actually the last race, funnily enough.
Yeah, got the end, but it's been very fun.
Everyone has pronouns, dipshit. It came free with your fucking speaking a language.
Yeah.
Except not all languages have, like, pronouns, funnily enough.
No, but I mean, since we're speaking English for the purposes of this, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, funny thing is that, I posted that once under a friend's post, a friend who's, like, extremely leftist, when, they were getting after someone for, what was it? Getting after someone for, being a shithead, and someone they knew replied, that sounds Anglophobic.
What does that mean?
I'm like, you use words. I don't think that means what you think it means.
Yeah.
Also, the OP was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It was either Anglophobic or Anglocentric. Either way, it doesn't make any sense for the conversation.
Yeah.
And this person was just like that in their other comments.
Wow.
But yeah, I called the guy Pronouns McGee, not because he quote-unquote had pronouns, but because he claimed he didn't do that shit. So, since he didn't give his pronouns, I'm just gonna call him Pronouns McGee until he figures it out or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I
that's
don't
it
think
for
that
stream.
guy even made it to the end of the class either.
I
I
wouldn't
think
be
he dropped out.
Wow. Kind of sounds right though. For that.
Yeah, from what I know, he also was like barely doing any work with everyone or something.
Oh, yeah.
He basically like never showed up, never turned anything in. Yeah.
I had a guy in my group for one of my other classes who didn't do a single piece of work. He didn't contribute to any discussion. I even tried to get him to contribute, and I would ask him, like, you have any thoughts on this? And he'd just go, no.
He doesn't have any thought.
He also kept calling me sir, which I really didn't like because it made me feel old.
What?
I don't know. Based on how he was acting, I think he may have had a mental disorder, but he didn't say anything, so I had nothing to go off of. But, like,
Yeah.
it just stuck with me because he literally did not contribute to a single thing we did. And I tried to get him to several times, and he just would not. I even reported him to the professor because he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, like if you're trying to, then like at least he made an effort, but weird he just kept saying he didn't or just didn't want to.
Yeah.
Sounds like a manga. I don't even think he was. What's the thing?
Oh, I think Lizardman was talking about Pronouns McGee.
Oh, Pronouns McGee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I could almost guarantee it. Yeah.
there's only really one thing or one side of the political spectrum you could be on if you say shit like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because even the most, like, centrist liberal is still going to understand how pronouns work. Hell, even most centrists would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that sentence, listen, man, but I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
But, that is it for stream. Thank you guys for, showing up and tuning in.
We get on some wild conversations here.
Yeah,
We do.
I like how Mario Kart 8 streams is basically just a podcast with Mario Kart. in the
Yeah.
background.
I've joked
It's
before that
all
we should
easy
really
to
just
do.
set up a podcast, but I think I have to like actually have a career as a content creator first and then fall off before I do the podcast.
Yeah.
That way I can just fit in with everyone else. Because like, so many white content creators just ended up doing a podcast eventually after they fell off. I think that's very funny. And there's, like, I've seen a joke that, like, AVGN, for example, became another white guy with a podcast.
Yeah, his was really unfortunate too, because he ended up like a really shitty production studio.
Yeah, and it wasn't even his fault. Wasn't
Yeah,
it Mike's
he was
fault?
kinda forced-
Mike
I
Matei?
think so, yeah. He was kind of forced into it.
Yeah. From what I know, he's making videos again.
Yeah, I think he left through them or something.
Or Twitch was podcast a bit of an old person thing now. Oh, that's fair. I mean, you can do podcasts with videos. You absolutely can. Usually it would just be recording the... it would just be a video recording of everyone just talking over mics. But there's nothing stopping you from just having gameplay playing. It could even be the game you're playing as you're doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I've actually talked about this idea before, and I thought it would be kind of an interesting idea to have a podcast where we're playing Mario Kart and just have people talk.
Yeah.
The only catch is it has to be
Really
people who can actually play Mario Kart and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
But
which all of them-
I really gotta go because I need to eat and I need to shower before I go to bed.
Yeah, I need to eat
So.
too.
Yeah, because I won't have time to shower in the morning. So, we were gonna find a lovely bean to raid. Let me see here. Who all is live?
Bring Twitch back to the main screen. Yep. There's one thing I need to do, and it's fix the resolution on OBS, because it's really pixelated for some reason.
That's odd. I mean, I know it does default to a lower resolution than your max.
Output scale resolution. Oh, yeah, it's not actually putting out my main resolution.
Yeah, my first couple streams were at the wrong resolution because I didn't notice that was wrong at first.
And the FPS is lower. That should help a lot, actually.
See more truck sims that become podcasts. Yeah, there's a lot of ways of doing it.
Oh, it's still pixelated on the preview. Base resolution. Either that or my monitor is just way too high resolution for the Switch.
Holy shit, someone I follow is playing Cuisinier.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I need to finish that. Oh, that's funny. Zeno, do you remember Rainbow Waffles?
Yeah.
They're a VTuber now. That
Kinda
is like one of
figured that would
the
happen.
that is one of the least surprising things I've seen. We're gonna raid someone new. I have spoken to this person before, but I don't think directly. I think it's been through other communities or people. We're gonna raid Minty Mew VT. I believe they know Kohai. So we're gonna raid them. I think. Wait a minute. Let me check something real quick. Yes, this is the person. All right, just making sure this is the right person. Yeah, this person knows Kohai, and that is how I met them. I do not know what their pronouns are, but they have the lesbian tag, so maybe she, her. But I guess I'll ask when I read them. So, if you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. I'm going to keep up with my bullshit and other updates. I have a Twitter and a Blue Sky, and if you ever miss a stream, I have a vlog channel on YouTube. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming Majora's Mask. We are getting started on a Canyon, I believe. But, I will be posting a new schedule on Monday. However, I don't know what's happening on Monday because I need to talk to Dennis because we're doing Portal 2 on Monday, but we might not have enough time for a full stream and I haven't really worked out what I'm doing after that. I kind of forgot about it. So, look at that little, but it's mostly going to be a repeat of last week. Let's talk in the Discord about what to do on stream for Saturday. I'm thinking Deep Rock.
Rockin' Stone.
You're like a sleeper agent that activates every time I say Deep Rock.
all Deep Rock players are.
Pretty
True.
much, yeah. They'll come out of the fucking woodwork, too.
Pretty much. Yeah, I guess that's it for that. If you want to join on the raid call, we're going to go with Dapper Dragon raid because I have never raided Minty Me before. That is my usual raid call. You can use whatever emotes you want as long as you copy the raid message. That's all I care about. For Carl,
You know, it
yes.
would help if I actually spelled dapper right.
Huh?
It would help if I actually spelled dapper right, because I spelled it to pepper.
The pepper. The pepper.
Wouldn't you like to
dragon.
be De Pepper too? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And I think that's all. So I will see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, good time.
And thank you guys for being on stream with me.
Mm-hmm. Always a fun time.
Yeah. You all have a good evening and good night.
Well. Oh, he's dead.